There. Okay, we can. What's it? Damn, was it for 11? No, I think it was like. Damn, I forgot what it was. Oh, F4. I'm tripping. All right. What's good, y'all? You know what I'm saying? It's Butterfly Mac, and we back. Yeah. So, uh, last thing we left off on is we got an invitation from Nell. He wanted us to beg for the invitation. Bitch, you got me fucked up. But he gave it anyways. Because he know better. So he said that I'm most likely we're finna go on this episode, we're finna go to the Masquerade Ball. And that dress finna be booming. We gotta design that shit now, but yeah, that's what was left over. And if you know what I'm saying, if you missed out on that episode, you already know what you gotta do. Go ahead, go on YouTube and go back and watch that. You missed. All right, let's design this dress. Let's see. Oh yeah, cause I gotta spend money on. So I think okay, let's attempt so we can see what we need to get. All right, first off, we'll go with this. Is that it? I'm going off a dome right here. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, look like it. But then neckline, we do have that. I'm sure that, I think that's a different shirt. You see how the oh, let me do it with the mouse. You see how the wrinkles are the same? Yep. Next. Uh, oh yeah, yep, midsection, collar, ain't no collar, ain't no V-line. Okay, sleeves, no sleeves. Okay, okay, okay. Well, I think I do. I ain't got that. I think I got that lace. I think that's what we need to work on. Hold on. So let's go. Yeah. And then midsection, we're gonna go. Or is it a darker yellow? You think? Do we even have a darker? That's it right there. Okay. Then, yeah, we ain't got that shit. For sure, we ain't got that shit. Okay, that's what we need to get. Anywho, then let's go move on to the skirt. Floor length. No, it's floor length. Princess. No, not princess. No. Oh, shit. This it? Yeah, that's it. Very bit black. And then we put some stars on that hole. I know we got the stars because I just fucking saw it. Oh, fuck. No, we don't. Wait, is it? Oh my fucking goodness. We gotta get that too. Fuck. Alright. So we gotta get, all we need is patterns, honestly. Because we got the line, we got the, that's, that's not the same yet. That's all we need. Why is that dress poofier though? See, now I'm fucked up. I think we need to get a new. Yep, same lines. Alright, that's it. So we finna buy these patterns real quick so we can get the fuck on with the episode. Just shop. Mm, patterns. Um, so we need stars and we need. Oh shit. We need stars and then we need that lace. Was this the lace? Yeah. Damn. Fuck, I gotta make some money on it. What star is it? My mind is skipped over. Hold on. No, I need diamond star. I need diamonds, dude. Like, I was it. So now I'm finna cry because I don't see that shit. We gotta have it then. But why did I not see it when we? All right, fuck it. Hold on. Let me go check real quick. That better be the right lace too. I'm gonna fuck somebody up. I think we got that shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. So what was it? It was this neckline, bam, black, hemline, bam, this yellow. Get in, nigga. All right. What color is that though? Is that like a brown? I think that's too light. We need a darker brown. We don't have a darker brown. Okay. I think that could be it. We gonna leave it like that. Then we gonna move on to the skirt. Skirt, floor length, design. It was, yeah, yeah. We need them fucking stars though. You know, and I'm mad. Polka dots. What? Yeah, what the fuck? They got oh, they said they trying to hold me. For sure. They don't want me to get this dress done. Hmm. It's not in patterns. So what the fuck they expect me to do? Go to the shop again. Damn. Alright, fuck it. Let's go to I mean that oh, that's it. We just got to change the color to fucking black. And I'm broke. God damn it. Alright, hold on. Let's make some money real quick. Oh, I did click purchase. Okay, that's easy. I'm gonna go, no, crop top, neckline. Actually, why is it cut like that? Is that bikini? Okay. I'm like, damn, that looks short as fuck. Alright, then the crosses. No, that's a darker blue. No, that ain't it. There we go. Alright, we're gonna do a few more so we ain't gotta. Alright, mid-length skirt. Right here. Purple. Go back to that skirt design. No, that's a darker yellow. Guard. Are they? That must be that navy blue. Is it? Where's this? There we go. Alright, let's see. We're gonna do two more and then we'll keep going. We're gonna go crop top. This is just regular shirt. I think it's regular shirt. Then we're gonna go brown, yellow, green skirt, really nice design. Got it. A dark green. Let's see. Too bad. Trying to get that bonus, so we gotta do. Oh, what the hell, not it. There we go. Well, we ain't doing all that. All right. So I think that's knee high, princess, blue. All right, that's enough money. Let's go buy this. Look ass pattern. There we go. Give me the sparkles. All right. Let's go to. Oh, what? No. I'm not tripping. We can change your hair up. So I'll do that after the dress. Because I know as soon as we make the dress, they'll want us to put their version of it on. And then we gonna do what we do. Alright. Let's get this shit done. Some shirt. Black. Hemline. Midsection. Brown. Brown. This yellow. This lace. What brown did we pick? Yeah, because that was the darkest brown we got. Yeah, that's the darkest brown we got. Okay. Then we gonna go with the floor length, design, quickly, black, oh, my dumb ass. There we go. Then hemline, that's not the same yellow. There we go. That's gotta be it. Thank you. Give me my 10K. Alright, let's put this dress on because I know they got it for me. They better have it for me. Alright. Alright, let's take everything off then. See. And the necklace match perfect already. So what I'm thinking here, let's lock in. We like it. Nah, we gotta go bracelet. I might buy some shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Like we haven't spoiled her enough. That's pretty. Now we gotta take them pins out her head because I'm not fucking with that. We gotta get us. We just cooked. What the heels looking at? What the shoes looking like? Oh yeah, we gotta change them for sure. When the hell I get? Oh, that came with that one outfit. Shit, I might as well put these on. Alright, fuck it. I like that. But let's go shopping first, since we got some money on the spend. Because I might want to, let's see. Let's get her right. Let's get her right. Alright. Let's get her right real quick. There we go. That would be pretty. Let's see. Let's see if it go good. Because I'm thinking about doing an updo. Okay. So then we go to accessories, right? Let's see. Okay. It is a masquerade ball. I'm tripping. Yeah, we gotta buy this shit for sure. Shit. Now, if we're going with the bun, if it look good, I would wear these earrings. So, okay, I'll fucking with it. Heels. Yeah, we haven't got this girl some heels. There we go. Even though they can't see the shoes, but we need to get this girl some heels. Damn, are those Converses? Gotta get them. Now I'm just spending shit for no reason. Yeah, let me get up here before I spend this whole check. Come on. Alright. So we gonna get her right. Let's go. Let's see if this shit go good with it. So we gonna go here. All right. Hit her with the. Woo! We finna show nail up. All right. Let me see. Then let's go for yes, 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 yes. All right. Masquerade Ball, of course. You gotta have. Yeah, I don't want that. Oh no, like you don't need it. I'll fuck it. I'll put it on. So then earrings. Oh, the curls are covering it up. Fuck it, we'll leave it like this. She look good. She look real good. All right, let's continue. Chapter. You need to wear it. And yeah, I'm wearing it. Chapter 12. Cool. And hard on my own dress. It's gold. It's golden accents stitched on the black fabric was done with love and care. The dress looks and feels expensive, and I'm quite proud. I've done myself. Even the mask is looking fabulous with its black feathers and studs, with diamond studs. Nell will eat his words when he sees me. I just want to see that look on his face. He finna be blushing. We've been we've been texting back and forth sometimes while I make the costume. He would brag about his costume being the best, and I would brag about my own progress. Keeping him posted with a few texts here and there. Most of them were thinly veiled excuses to take a jab at each other. I didn't realize texting Nell like this wasn't going to be a pain I imagined it to be. Honestly, it was sort of fun sometimes. We had, ooh, he hasn't been a pain in my butt recently. That's not to say he hasn't used his impressive vocabulary to chew me out, because he certainly has. Except this time, I fire off my own words right back at him. Nell mentioned something about having a bet with someone, but wouldn't indulge in more information about it when I pressed. Perhaps he made a bet to see if I would be wearing a trash bag to the ball or something stupid like that. No, Nell would be wowed so badly I'll knock him off his feet. If I'm not knocking him on purpose, that is. Either way, I'm all dressed up, makeup on, and ready to go. Oh, let's see. A taxi takes me to the large hotel hosting the event. There's even a red carpet rolled out in the front, and they went all out. I suddenly feel like royalty when I exit the car, and My heartbeat speeds up a little bit. This is definitely getting exciting. At the door, I show my invitation to the lackey, and he welcomes me inside, pushing the large white doors open for me. I follow the red carpet up the stairs, lifting up my dress so that my heels don't tear the fabric. For a small while, I feel a little bit like Cinderella, and I enter the ballroom with a slight smile on my lips. The sound of classical music hits my ear. Immediately, my mouth just about drops open at the sight before me. The room is so gorgeous, but it's not only that, the people are as well. The room is filled with people buzzing around. Lots of gold, purple, and blue sequence outfits are amongst the crowd. And of course, the most important thing, the extravagant mask. People with the most exquisite masks walk by me, and I suddenly, I'm suddenly really glad for the fact that placed so much time and effort into making my own, because some of these make mine pale in comparison. If there are any celebrities amongst them, I wouldn't know, considering everyone is hiding their identity. Not wanting to stand there and gawk at people, I quickly make my way over to one of the buffet tables. It's a long table with white tablecloth loaded with dishes of expensive looking food. I'm surprised they didn't skimp out on the food, because ah, I've seen what kind of buffet food a hotel serves, but I guess Nell deserves nothing but the best after all. A waiter quickly notices I'm not carrying a drink in my hand and hands me a glass of sparkling champagne. I thank him and start to take a little sip. Maybe the alcohol will give me a bit of courage because I'm starting to feel a little out of the element here. I should be mingling, introducing myself to people, and getting my name out there. But now that I'm here all alone, it feels rather daunting. Perhaps I'll stick to finding Nell first. My eyes peer through my mask to see if I can spot him anywhere. He shouldn't be that hard to spot. He's got purple hair after all. I sway from side to side to the music, my dress making swooping motions as it tries to follow my body. All of a sudden, from behind me tries to walk in front of me and ends up bumping into me. My champagne almost flies out of my hand. Ah, damn, bro, this better not be Nell, bro. Damn. Shit. Okay, locking. All right, my champagne almost flies out my hand onto the man's suit. I gasp out loud when I catch it in time. Ooh, thank goodness. Before it spills out, and it took. And then I look at the man who knocked into me. Okay, okay, black suit. Fuck with it. It's Nell. There's no hiding that purple hair after all, even though his eyes are covered by the dark shadow of the mask. He's wearing a black and white outfit that reminds me of the Joker. It looks well made. His bragging wasn't no reason after all. Wasn't for no reason after all. To be honest, it looks rather good on him. I grind at him, of course. He had to be the first person I run into. You should have knocked into me a bit harder. At least then I'd get the pleasure of ruining another shirt of yours. I stand there tall and proud, showing off my costume in all its full glory. I wait for his reaction. Something I've been dying to see once I started working on my costume. Neil straightens himself and cocks his head to the side. Excuse me, he says. Not the reaction I was hoping for. Oh, come on. I know you knocked into me on purpose. You should admit that at least. No, I did not. You're a strange one. Does he not remember? I'm not the one knocking into people on purpose, right? So, okay, two theories, right? Because he has a little like nigga. Don't act like I just did text you the other day about how my dress looked, and now you acting like you don't know who I am. So, two theories, right? One, I don't know. I ain't got nothing, bro. He just a bitch. That's all this is. I chew on my lip and frown. Is that all he's going to do? He's not going to tease me, not even a single word. I'm a bit peeved that he hasn't started anything yet, aside from rudely bumping into me, so I guess I should be the one to start the battle of words. So did your tailor make that costume for you? With the way you bragged about him before, I had expected you to come wearing nothing but a diamond encrusted cape. There he had to respond to that. Neil looks up from the buffet and then he clutches the edges of his blazer and puffs out his chest. My costume was made by the best. Thank you very much. I think he can't. This nigga can't fucking see shit in that mask, bro. That's why, bro. He then turns on his heel and walks away from the buffet. My mouth drops open. Did Nell just ditch me? Oh no, he did. He did. Who you talking to?
How long did it stay?
Huh? It has been that long.
I said, how long did it go?
Why?
'Cause
You said no to the idea. He's like,
I know I said no to parking
so
there.
what are you trying to do then?
I just want to shoot something.
Okay.
Pizza truck, right? Okay, how about this? How about this? No, no, sorry. How about this? I'm taking to this.
No, the chart.
No, no, look, look. Okay. Um, Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday. That's when we're going. These them 2 days for sure.
We can film today. I'm not gonna be on here all day.
But at the same time, I don't really want it. I just don't want to record. So most likely, I'm gonna run that shit into uh, the other shit. Honestly,
So what are you trying to do today? Nothing. You ain't got nothing.
I'm not. I'm not paying actually. I was trying to do some run and gun shit, but because I'm pro water and other shit. Honestly.
No.
So, okay. This one. Oh, this one.
Right.
It's a new guy.
No, he's still on there.
New guy.
No.
Hey,
Hey, he acting like a bitch though.
nigga about
Yeah. All right. Be back in. He disappears amongst the crowds, so I hurry after him, worming myself around, worming myself through the sea of people who are all trying to dance. Come on, bro.
what's the word string? Um, later, if I decide to stream, we trying to play chain together.
Yeah, we go ahead. Now I gotta redo it. Ah, fuck it. I try to look over the costumes and tall hats, but the feathers and bows are blocking my sight, and I've soon lost Nell. Why did he leave? Maybe he just didn't realize it was me. That could be it. I look so different from normal that Nell has no idea it was me. You know what? She need to call that nigga and be like, "Hey, bro, where you at?" Because you know it's me. I growl in frustration and try to worm myself past another lady who suddenly notices I'm trying to get past her and she faces me. Oh, yes, old girl. All right, recap. So when we was doing Gray's route, she was the one that was hosting the the fuck fashion show, the fashion walk. Okay. Oh good. Someone's drunk at this time already. How much did she hit drink? Where are you going? If her breath is any indicator, she drank a lot. Are you alone? No, I'll accompany you. You seem so lost and sad. I can't seem to really get a word in as the woman starts to ramble. Sad and alone like my cousin. You should meet him. Oh, you talking about now? Go ahead. Actually, I'm trying to. Well, then let's go meet him. She swings an arm around my neck and pulls me close to her until I'm squished against her itchy costume. Against my will, I'm being dragged around by this random drunk lady. When all I really want to do is find Nell again. We pass a couple of groups who are dancing until I suddenly thrown into the arms of me. Wait, is this a second male lead coming into this? What? All right, let's see, bro. The glass champagne in my hand spills all over the floor. Some of it splatters on the fuck. I take I take a step back and cringe. What if this is some celebrity I just spilled my drink on? Oh no, I'm so sorry about that. I got pushed. Look, I brought you a single lady. The woman with a large smile. Now stop moping around and have some fun. She looks like she's a perfect candidate to be your fiance. No, she blows him a kiss and wax. Hey, hey, he looked nice. You know? I've seen you with my cousin. He says as he stares off into the distance where the woman disappeared to. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Here, let me clean this off for you. I'll place an empty glass down on a nearby table, then take my handkerchief from my purse and bend down to clean the shoe. I feel mortified for spilling champagne on a stranger or someone famous. A white mask greets my vision. A man is down on my level with his hand on top of my hand. He's way too close for comfort. What are you doing? He asks, cleaning. I say simply, a bit flabbergasted. He's this close to me, even holding my hand. It's making my heart beat a little fast. He gently takes the handkerchief from my hands, wipes away the champagne from his shoe, and then he slips his hand into mine again and lifts me up. A gentleman. What a gentleman. Suddenly I feel like I'm being treated as a princess. And that whole Cinderella feeling is that I gulp and stare down at his gloved hand, which is still holding on to mine. This is a weird atmosphere. When he sees my eyes looking at her hands, he drops it. Well, it's been nice meeting you, but I need to go find my friend. I cut him off. Fuck. Bro, hey, you better connect, nigga. I need to get back in there. I don't really want to embarrass myself any further in front of celebrities. It makes me feel comfortable, completely out of place. However, didn't I decide to attend this ball so I could show off my dress, see, to other people in case I could get some clients out of it? Why would I be rushing to find Nell all of a sudden? Then again, I do still want to find him. I'll make sure he knows it's
Oh,
me this time. A friend, he inquires. I simply nod my head and turn around to leave, but suddenly a hand grabs my arm, pulling me
um,
back. But wait, don't you need to replace your glass of champagne? You trying to find a reason to hang out with me? I frowned to I frowned. To me, it didn't really matter. Sure, I guess, and then I can go back to finding Nell. Ooh. Oh, hey, hey, that nigga got big money. He said, "Run that drink." Man snaps his fingers to alert one of the waiters, who quickly comes to offer a tray of glasses filled with champagne. The man picks one of these glasses and holds it out for
mm,
me. For you, he says with a slight smile. I feel like, man, fuck Nell. I ain't with him. The man voice is familiar. Did he change his hair to black? You know what? I knew there was a theory. So here's my theory because he just didn't. You know what? That's Nell. You know why that's Nell? Because that nigga get a little nervous. He get a little nervous when he around people. Even when it was me, he was like nervous as hell. So what I'm thinking, he didn't want to get all the attention tonight. So he went with a disguise and told somebody else that he know, hey, go ahead, put on a purple wig that look like mine. You play as me. I'm gonna play as maybe they play as you. You know what I'm saying? That might be it. That's my theory. I ain't gonna hold you. The man voice is familiar, but I'm not quite sure where to place him. Perhaps I've seen him on TV. Yes, maybe. Oh, gosh, I might be really talking to a celebrity. Well, if he's at this party, he has to be rich as well. Perhaps I can turn him into a client instead. Thank you. I gently grab it and quickly take a small sip. I really do apologize for spilling some on you. He smiles warmly at me. That's all right. I'm going to be needing more alcohol if he wait if he'll continue to treat me as a princess like this. It's starting to feel a little weird. The fact that everyone's wearing costumes and looking like a glitter bomb went off into place doesn't really help make matters feel less weird. Sarah would be so jealous of me right now. I study the man in front of me. The man's costume is composed of gold vests covered with a diamond pattern and underneath a silk black blouse with matching black pants. There's a silver cake attached to his neck. It looks expensive and skillfully made. I admire whoever created it. You have a lovely costume. I complimented him, still looking for a way to turn him into a client of mine. He coughs, coyly turning his head away from me.
ah,
Thank you, thank you, ma'am. Yours looks exquisite as well. Great. At least there's someone who likes my work. I give him a big smile. I feel like I can take on Nell now and anything he dishes out at me.
um,
So who is this friend of yours that you're looking for? He asked. I tap my finger against the glass. Nell and I aren't really friends, but how else do I describe him? Frenemies? Oh, well, I guess maybe we're not really friends, but I'm looking for him regardless. The man chuckles a little. Then, do you want to find this not friend together? What does he look like? The two people looking for someone is way better than one. And at least he's being nice and everything, even though I was pushed into his arms and spilled champagne on him. If I did that with Nell, I would have an earful. What's he look like? Well, he's got purple hair. He's got a black and white
mm,
costume. Have you seen him around before? He asked. Yes, but I lost sight of him. He's probably looking for a mirror so he can admire himself. The man snorts and then he flashes a smile at me. I know just the place. He then offers a he then offers his arm to me like a true gentleman, swept away by blah, like a true gentleman, swept away in this ballroom of it, extravagant costumes and chivalry. I link my arm with his. I guess there's no harm in getting a bit of fun out of this event. He leads me away from the crowd, further down another room where the music is less loud. There aren't many people around, and Nell isn't amongst them. I drink more of my champagne and then place it down near another table. That's when I noticed the reason why he led me to this place. There are a few giant, intricate mirrors on the wall. The frames are old and painted gold, but the most amazing thing is seeing myself in the mirror. I don't, I don't look like me. It's no wonder Nell didn't recognize me. I hardly recognize me. I feel like I'm looking through a window and staring at someone else, someone who's living a much more interesting life than I am, wearing a dress I would never wear. But for now, I am that person. The cloak of is like a high that I'm starting to like. It's beautiful. I find myself saying, I step closer to the big mirror, the biggest mirror, my arms slipping away from my man.
Huh.
Oh, from the man. Ooh, my bad. It's from the early 19th century, originating from France, the man explains. It is said that people believe this mirror will show your true self. He chuckles a little. Sometimes the truth is not what people wanted to see. To be honest, I feel like I'm not even looking at myself right now. Like it's someone else up there, I admit. I feel a bit sheepish though. Or is that too silly? The man is quiet for a bit, nothing like a slight smile appearing on his
Mm-mm.
lips. That's not silly. That's not a silly thought at all.
Oh.
He reassures me. I can imagine this is not your everyday wardrobe, but that's all allure of it, isn't it? He looks at me. To be someone you're not for a day, to talk to people you've never talked to before. I'm still staring at the mirror and I see him standing next to me. We look like a fairy tale couple, a prince and a princess. Maybe this is how Cinderella felt, I say. For one day, she got to experience what it's like to be someone else.
Hmm.
So, Cinderella, what does it feel like? He asked with a devilish smile. I turned to face him, this time a grin. I don't know, the night's only beginning. Our moment is ruined when a woman from before comes loudly crashing into the room.
Hmm.
He's mad as hell. There you are, she yells as she spots the black hair man. I can see him visibly cringing when this woman approaches
Hmm.
him. How are you getting along with my cousin? Nicely, I assume. Then he pinches the
Uh,
man's cheek. Been treating her well. Don't scare her off. She's got the best dress here amongst this drivel of swines. Meaning she's your best chance at getting a fiance. I blushed a little at the compliment and feel a tiny bit weird due to the fiance comment. He's been treating me well. I answer for him. Good job. Now be sure to give her a ride home. I'm going to see if they have any more of their most expensive champagne. Bye bye now, darlings. The woman trails her boa around me, letting it slip around my neck before she skedaddles away, but not before tripping on her own boa, then carrying on like nothing happened. I can't help myself. I laugh out loud. The black haired man behind me keeps quiet. Your cousin is quite charming. He shrugs a little bit. I don't mind her. She makes it a point to get drunk as fast as possible, so take anything she says with a grain of salt. But you'll give me a ride home, no? After all, she insisted on it. I toy with him. He smirks at me. Doesn't Cinderella have her own carriage? Type shit. No, she doesn't. Remember, it turns into a
Huh.
pumpkin. Then maybe you should hurry home before midnight. Don't want to what the spell wearing now. Man, man, fuck, man, I'm flirting with him. My smile on my lips. Hey, I'll take, nah, Nell has his, you know what I'm saying, perks. But right now, this the one. I smile with my lips. Hold on. Let me lock it in because I'm smiling too much. The smile on my lips linger a little bit. I feel myself swelling up in excitement. I don't know who this man is, yet I have no problems flirting with him. I'm even feeling brave enough. I must be the champagne to lean into him close enough close enough for my dress to brush against him. I poke my finger at his chest with a small giggle. I guess I'll have to come find you after midnight then. Go ahead. My man simply smirks back at me, unafraid of my bold approach. Wasn't it the prince who was supposed to be fine, Cinderella? Well, I don't mind if you chase me a little bit. I give him a wink, and then I reach for my champagne and turn around to leave him standing there speechless. I'm on some kind of sugar rush because I've never been this flirty before. It's because of the mask. It makes me feel like I can do anything to anyone. However, as much as I like flirting with strange men, it's time to look for Nell again or more clients. Either way, either one will work. I explored the premise of the hotel and discovered quite a few more interesting rooms, as well as the large courtyard they have decorated with LED lights. The moon is out and it's a little bit chilly, but I'm determined to find that weasel of a man again, give him a piece of my mind, maybe even tease him about having other men flirting with me. Yes, that would be fun. I don't have much luck finding Neil, but at least I've been mingling a tiny bit with others at the party. Mostly, I've been getting compliments on my costume and return the favor, but Neil is nowhere in sight. After I've had 2 glasses of champagne, enough to loosen me up, I finally spot that purple hair again. Hey, I call out to him and walk up. Neil stops in his tracks to look at me. Oh, he's with a another group of men. Finally, I caught up with him. Do you think it's fun to making me run around looking for you? Me, he asked, looking slightly confused. Yes, you. Who else? I think you mistaken me for somebody else. I roll my eyes. I couldn't possibly mistake your pompous attitude. It's unmistakable. Who is this? I asked. Oh, who is this? Asked one of the other men. I don't know, some crazy lady. Oh, you fronting for real. Got it. Hey, I'm not pressing no more. Cause then he gonna be like, who invited you? And be like, you should get out. And like be like, oh bitch, you ain't finna do that. See, you hear the little switch? She like, what? Bitch. What? I immediately yell out, I'm not crazy, it's me. Come on, let's go. Says to the other man. No wait, Nell. I know it's you. Come back. I reach out for it. Man, he finna slap the dog shit out of you. He's like, get off me, bitch. I'm telling you, my theory is right. This is another man, bro. This is not Nell. Oh, oh, that ain't my nigga. Hell no, that nigga. I don't like him. I don't like. It's his face and the nose. It don't match right. They'll rock that shit way better. I awkwardly slink away from the crowd and find a quiet spot behind a corner to gather my wits again. My cheeks are burning from the embarrassment, but chill the night stings even more. I mistook some stranger for Nell. I even made some really nasty remarks. Oh no, I really do look crazy like this. I let that sink in for a while. The way I treat Nell, others are calling me crazy for it. Maybe it is crazy. Maybe those people are right. Our thing, our pettiness, our argumentative atmosphere. Why why are we even doing this? But it's not like I wanted to do it. I wanted it to be this way, to always argue with Nell, to find something to insult him on. No, in the beginning, I thought we could even be friends, considering we had met each other when we were kids before, and now look at us. We're essentially behaving like kids again. It doesn't matter that Nell basically started it. I should have been a better person and not stoop down to his level. I'm ashamed of my own actions towards Nell. I shouldn't behave so petty and bitter. I sit down to a lone wooden bench and sigh. What am I even doing at this party? I know I'm convinced myself it's because I wanted to make some connections for my business, but I can't really fool myself any longer. To be truthful, I just wanted to rub it in his face that I had made a beautiful masquerade dress, and hopefully he would have complimented me for it. Yet, yet now I haven't even met the real
Mm-hmm.
them. Is everything all right? I nearly jump out of my own skin when I hear a sudden voice from behind. I crane my neck to see who it is. It's that black haired man from before. Sorry for startling you, he says. Can I sit next to you? I scoot over a bit and pull my dress along to make room for Nell. He slowly sits down next
Ah,
to me. I didn't see you around anymore. I thought you had already left in your carriage, he says. I flash him with a tiny smile. No, no carrots for me. I'm feeling a little bit like a pumpkin, actually. I guess it's true what people say. If you can open a lot more towards a stranger than someone you know, because I have no trouble letting this man know what I'm
Oh.
feeling. And why's that? He asked in a soft voice. I look into the distance of the yard where all the other people are dancing near the band playing music. I made a fool of myself, I admit. Did you also get drunk and started pinching people's cheeks? I chuckled. Not exactly. I mistook some stranger for someone I know and dislike, and I treated him
Ah.
horribly. A case of mistaken identity, common during parties such as these. There's a silence between us. I can hear the sound of leaves ruffling in the wind, and I shiver just the tiniest bit. Like it's completely natural. The man leans closer to me, and I can feel his warm arm through the sleeve of the blouse. It's making my heart beat a little
Um.
faster. Maybe you shouldn't treat people like that in the first place, he says. Not that I know what happened between you. Of course, he quickly adds afterwards. That man hits me right in the feels. He's completely right, of course. I shouldn't be treating Nell like that, not at all. I want to I want to say it's because he started it first, but that's just an excuse. I shouldn't have gone along with any of it, and I know it. No, you're right, I say with a sigh. How's your cousin doing? I decided to change the subject. Drunker. Lovely. I shiver once more. This man's body heat isn't enough to keep me warm. It's October after all. Before I can even say anything, the man drapes his cape around my shoulders. My fingers reach out for the ends of it to keep it from slipping off, and my eyes look over at the stranger. A buoyant feeling. Oh, a buoyant. But fuck it. Feeling wells in my heart. That was such a kind gesture. Thank you, I whisper. I don't know what makes me feel warmer, the cape or the stranger's actions. I fasten the cape so that it stays around my shoulders. He simply nods his head at me and continues to look straight ahead to where all the people are dancing. My cousin, she hasn't she hasn't yet done anything rash though. I usually expect her to be much more of a troublemaker. He continues our conversation like nothing happened. Seems like you're speaking a lot from experience. I wish I wasn't. Growing up with her was hard enough, but then factor in that she's usually drunk. Sounds rough, I say. I don't really have much contact with my family aside from my mother. I think I would have liked an older sibling or a cousin looking out for me. Looking out for me, meddling in my life, I don't really see a difference there. He says with a sigh. Oh, she just wants you to find your Cinderella. I tease him. He huffs at that.
Hmm.
But I haven't. Haven't I already found her? He said, oh, what you saying? He says, while looking at me. He brushes his finger against the rim of my mask, and I feel myself holding in my breath. He's quite daring, isn't he? But I can't say I dislike it. That deepens. We haven't even danced yet, I managed to say. The man promptly stands up from the bench and he bows slightly before. Oh, shit. Hold on. I gotta put my shit on the charger. I should have charged that bitch before I started. Yeah, hold on. I gotta make sure it's still working. Oh, let me see. Hey. Okay, that bitch moving. All right. Why can't I hear this though? All right, still doing. Huh.
Huh.
Okay. Mm, all right. Will you dance with me? He asked sweetly. On water. This man sure knows how to sweep me off my feet. So there isn't any hesitation when I accept his hand. He gently leads me out to a more open spot, and we're still the only ones there. I can see the crowd in the background dancing as well to the slow music. He places an arm around my waist and slips his hand into mine. I place my other hand into his shoulder with a seductive smile. We begin to sway, with him taking the lead. Our bodies are close, and I can feel my skin heating up in excitement, but suddenly I don't need the cape anymore after all. With the sparkling LED lights and the moon out, this just feels like a fairy tale. I don't regret coming at all, even if I haven't met up with Nell yet. I found my knight in shining armor instead, I
Hmm.
guess. How do you like the party so far? He asks. His voice is just but a murmur in my ear. It's dazzling, that's for sure. He leans in closer, the grip of my hand
Oh.
tightening. You're the most dazzling out of them all. I flushed red at the compliment. Hey, they better kiss. I swear to goodness. Hey, I'm waiting. I flushed red at the compliment. He really doesn't back down on his flirting, but it's making me feel all warm and fuzzy, safe and secure in his arms. We continue to sway back and forth, just for the two of us in complete silence. So how about now? Will you be my Cinderella? The man asks in a low, husky voice. His face is leaning closer to mine. Our masks are almost touching. Oh, yo, we kissing that. I have to find out something first.
Hmm.
What's that? It's probably a mixture of alcohol and courage that makes me take a leap. I want to see how he look with black hair. Ooh, that shit finna eat. Hold on. I stand on my toes. My hand crawls from his shoulders towards the nape of his neck where my fingers touch his soft black hair, and I lift my chin up. My entire body is buzzing with feelings, like some kind of drug. I force him to look down on me. Our masks bump into each other, and finally I plant my lips on him. His brief and innocent, mostly because he pulls back while drawing his breath. The grip around my waist loosens and he drops my hand. He stares at me in disbelief. I immediately feel my stomach turn and my face reddens at lightning speed. Oh my God, what have I done? It feels like the longest second in the world as he stares at me in shock. But then suddenly I'm pulled back into him, and there's a hand on my cheek, guiding me closer to him, and he kisses me. Whatever I just felt moments ago melts away in an instant, and instead I feel myself overwhelmed with passion. I cling my hand onto his vest and press him closer and closer to his lips. They're warm like fire, and I close my eyes and sigh against him. His lips caress me so gently and almost hesitantly, trembling ever so slightly. And if he's afraid of something, as if he's afraid of something. But the longer we stay like this, the more confident he grows, especially when I'm responding and shivering to his touch. I'm in disbelief. Hey, where my image at though? Don't play with me. I'm in disbelief with what's happening. We both break away from each other. No kissing. I'm gonna fuck them up. I am gonna kissing on this shit, man. I stare at his lips, which are red and moist. I want, hold on. I want nothing more than to throw myself back at those. My breath harsher than normal, and we stay like this for a little while, him holding me in his arms. My hands slip away from his neck, and I press it against his chest instead. I look down and suck in a breath. My entire body is tingling. I'm even trembling a little, and it's most definitely not because it's chilly outside. Then he slowly lifts my mask. Ooh, he slowly lifts my mask up a little, moving it out of the way so he can reach my lips again more easily this time. I hold back a moan that's desperately fighting to escape, and my daring use my tongue to open his lips. Yo, when we touch, there's a zing going through my body like a shockwave. Forget about holding back moans. I have a hard time keeping myself standing straight. We kiss over and over again, our tongues hungrily intertwining. It's like the time. Hey, hold on. It's like the time stood still at the moment. Our magical moment is broken when someone suddenly discovers us. It's the drunk cousin. Oh, she's like, oh, I did a good job. No, there you. No, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Wow. Hold on there. I told you to take her home, not rabbit. I'm trolling. We both jump away from each other, flustered that someone caught us making out. But that's also when my brain started to stop acting like mush and I had my common sense return to me. Nell, I repeat, suddenly I'm feeling my heart drop into my stomach. I knew his voice was eerily familiar, despite being deeper, but it couldn't be, right? It can't be. I quickly take off the mask off his face. Let's see what it's like here. He looked way better with black hair. Where my clip at? Hold on. Screenshot. Yes, he looked fine. Hey, he looked good. Huh? Good. Oh, all right, let me lock in. I'm glad we got that screenshot. That nigga, finito, nigga. I feel my body turning to stone. There he is now. With his golden eyes. Like, brother, gold in his eyes. The suit, like, that nigga did his thing. Whoever his stylist is, fantastic job. With his golden eyes that were hidden away behind a mask, sporting a new black haircut, he's avoiding looking me in my looking me in my eyes. But it's definitely Nell, all right. You, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Suddenly, a million questions race through my head, and I'm filled with a feeling of disgust and betrayal. Why aren't you? I'm not doing all that. Why are we slapping this nigga? He probably didn't know it was us. If he answered the question, what? I feel myself starting to shake. Did Nell know? Was he fooling me this entire time? But those were his genuine feelings though. But don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't fuck it up. Did you know it was me? Oh my god. I say it like that. My bad. Oh my god. Was I really making out with Nell? Oh, he did know. Damn. I gotta get another screenshot. Are you? Wow. You know what? Maybe he wanted to be a different person. He wanted. He said, "I gotta cop her." You know what I mean? I didn't want to shoot at you, but I got a little nerves. My stomach twists and knots, and I feel angry, anger rising within. Nell knew he knew it was me, and he pretended to be a stranger. I'm completely embarrassed. I feel like a fool. Why did you pretend not to know me? Another screenshot. Oh, he looks way better with this haircut and this black hair. Like I'm not mad at the purple hair, but I like him with the black hair. Nell brings his hand to his face, covering his mouth and looking away from me. I wasn't. I feel like I'm intruding on something. It says the cousin. No, you're not intruding on anything. I'm about to leave right now. Nell makes a move to try and prevent me from leaving, but I gather my dress in my hand and hurriedly dash away, refusing to look at Nell any longer. Ah, I flee the ball, running high on emotions. That's how y'all gonna end it. Oh no! Listen, by the end of this shit, they better you better work all this shit out. He better tell you why he did it. And you be like, oh, that's okay. I love you. And get together. I'm not gonna hold you. I need to see a good ending. I'm gonna fuck somebody else. I'm not gonna hold you. Alright, well, since the ball over, we gonna go back to our regular clothes. I like this hairstyle though. I ain't hold you, so Let's go with Let's go with I forgot I got this. We gotta start wearing this. Oh, that's pretty. Damn, we should have wore that to the ball. Shit. Anyways, let's take this dress off. What does she look like with the jacket? Nah, that's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like that at all. I don't like this dress at all, honestly. We need to make her some better pants. We gonna go with the all black fit for now. I ain't gonna hold you. Then we'll put the Converses on her. Let's take this mask off. Mm, I want to get her some jeans. Yeah, let's get her some jeans real quick. All right. All right, we should be good. Yeah, that's all I wanted to get. Mm. Oh yeah, no, we got our freestyle. Make the glitter right. All right. Put the jeans on her. Ooh. Oh, I like it. All right. Shit, let's take this jacket off then. I like that shirt. Hey, got me up. I know what I'm gonna do next. All right. Chapter 13. The day of the masquerade ball was also the last day I saw Nell. I'm mad and I haven't really gotten my feelings under control ever since. I'm not quite sure what to make of this situation either. All I know is that I've been avoiding Nell ever since. Like, bro, this nigga got money. He like you. He treating you good. He a gentleman, and you mad cause he act like he didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get with him another day. All right, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? My emotions were true. Were yours? That's the first question. The next question, you be like, why did you do what you did? And he gonna explain that he a shy ass nigga. And he gonna say, wanted to approach you differently today. You know what I mean? Cause you looking good. That's why. I'm telling you, that's why. Watch this. I haven't even told Sarah what's going on. I can't make sense of it. I just cannot believe the nerve of him pretending to be some stranger who didn't know me, taking me for a fool, flirting with me, making me believe I had something really going on. I'm just so angry at him. But he really liked you. He wasn't bullshit. But okay. The door at my boutique opens and disturbs my thoughts. Ah, customer. At least that will distract me. A woman enters the boutique. It's the cousin. Bet you it's the cousin. With the way she's confidently making her way over towards me makes me think I know her from somewhere. Yep. Darling, darling, she screams, she cries out, I cringe. Yes, I know her. That's the woman from the ball. Apparently Neil's cousin. I don't really want to deal with her right now. Can I help you?
Hmm.
Anyway, it's me, the kind of tipsy girl kind of tipsy girl at the Masquerade Ball. It's okay if you don't remember me, but I recognize your exquisite taste from anywhere. Nice to meet you. I'm Angela Parker. I simply nod my head and briefly take note that her last name is different from Nell's. Amy Asanyushi, what can I do for you? Well, you see, I had to get my hands on whoever designed your costume, and after grilling my cousin about it, he mentioned you were the one who did. You were the designer. Ha, fancy that. She laughs a little. Anyways, I'm in need of your services. I want you to design me a dress for our upcoming Christmas party. Dresses at last, something I'm good at. What kind of dress? A devious smile plays on her lips, a smoking hot dress. That'll make anyone's panties come flying off, including my own, perhaps. You know, something raunchy. I stare at her a little bit and I cock an eyebrow at her. Perhaps you would like to go naked instead. Angela laughs out loud in a shrill voice. You're so funny. I'll give you that. She leans down on the counter, playing with her hair. But no, I want a dress that comes off. I want the dress to come off later. I'm going to a formal event with a guy I'm trying to impress, so I need to amp up for the foreplay. The way she talks makes me feel a little embarrassed. She doesn't have much of a filter on herself. Something red or perhaps something black. Maybe something transparent, I joke. Hey, that could work. She nods her head. Lately, those celebrities are prancing around in nothing but sheer pieces of cloth that are an excuse for a dress anyways. Oh, but you said this event is
Hmm.
formal. Angela shrugs. They're used to be. They're used to it. I can only imagine how used they are to her forwardness. But hey, the customer is king. I think I can make something that suits your
Hmm.
taste. That's fantastic. She quickly rummages through her purse and pulls out a business card. Here's my contact info. Just give me a call and we can set up an appointment. I accept her business card. It looks actually quite. She hold on, wait a minute. I accept her business card. It looks actually quite business like despite her personality. I'm not quite sure what I'm not blah. I'm not quite sure I'm up to this task, but I'll give it all. I'll give it my all. Why am I fucking up? Hold on. There we go. I will. I say with a smile.
Hmm.
Great. You'll hear from me soon. Bye bye now. She turns to leave the shop. A few days later, I had to set up an appointment with Angela Parker. I called her after our initial meeting and I told her I had a few designs in mind and wanted to look some over with her. For some reason, she was too busy to visit me, so she proposed I visit her instead. Since it was a slow day at my store, I figured I could pay a house visit after all. So that's where I am now, standing in front of the tall apartment building, waiting for the doorman to let me in. I've got my portfolio and drawing material with me. The building looks pretty fancy. I wonder if Angela is just as rich as Nell is. Soon enough, I'm welcomed inside and I go up to the elevator of her apartment. I ring the doorbell and I patiently wait for Angela to answer. There you are. You're looking lovely today, says Angela as she opens the door with a phone against her ear.
um.
No, not you, sir. Although I'm sure you're looking lovely today as well. She answers to the phone. Angela motions for me to come inside and I rush inside. Okay, nice setup. Angela's apartment looks pretty spacious and modern with funky looking furniture that's very complimentary. I look around for a place to sit, and again, Angela motions to the white and pristine couch. She sits down herself, holding up a finger and let me know she'll be right with me, and continues to talk on the phone. Angela finally hangs up.
Uh.
Sorry about that. I'm busy with work, but anyway, show me what you got. I throw myself into my work, the one thing that keeps me distracted from everything else, and the one thing that's my passion in life. I show Angela my portfolio of sketches that I made for her dresses, showing her a dozen of designs with each one she gasps and compliments me and tells me which part she likes and which ones she doesn't. We spent our time discussing what elements we could combine together to create her perfect dress. I'm actually having quite a bit of fun. No one else really shown such an interest in my work before. The one thing I'm grateful for, she hasn't brought up Nell, not even once. I welcome the distraction. Angela gets another phone call interrupting our heated discussion whether or not to cover up her private parts. she, she crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. She quickly answers her call and starts pacing around the room. I go back sketching the dresses where we working on together, wondering how I can make it look not so tacky.
Um,
Butterfly Mac. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Why not come over? Angela asks to the person on the phone. I'm too engrossed with my sketches, so I'm not paying much attention to what Angela's saying. I hold up the portfolio to her after I finish the sketches. Angela gives me a quick look over, then points at her breast and shakes her head before more on babbling more on the phone. I translated this as not enough cleavage and start conjuring up a new sketch, turning out turning tuning out her conversation. What the hell? Hold on. All right, there we go. After Angela hangs up the phone, we get back to her address again. I know I'm spending way too much time and effort on getting the sketch just right, but I'm having fun, so I don't really mind if she makes 1,000 revisions.
uh,
Right, I haven't asked yet. What's your rate? Angela asks. There's a blank look on my face. I've always found it rude to tell people how much I charge, especially when each dress was unique and had a different price. I couldn't really answer her
hmm.
question. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Name your price. I'll gladly for pay you for all your effort. You're doing such a wonderful job so far. I suddenly feel coy and smile, thank you. Her phone starts to ring again, and Angela throws her hands up in the air and quickly answers it. But not before excusing herself, she walks out of the living room. I take a little break, wanting to have Angela's opinion before I work any further. And I simply look around the room. There's a few photographs hung up on the wall, and I make my way over to examine them. The, they're mostly pictures of Angela in different attire from famous looking places, such as the pyramids of Egypt, Eiffel Tower, and a bunch of other famous landmarks. She's traveled quite a bit. There aren't really any family pictures though. I wonder why, but then I spot one that Angela is in when she was a teenager and a young looking Nell. You gonna show us? I feel like my face flushes red as I suddenly remember that night at the masquerade again. I avert my eyes from the embarrassment. Asa walks back into the room. I do apologize for being so busy at the moment. People just can't get enough of me. Your pictures are beautiful, I say with a smile. Do you always travel alone? I only see you in the pictures. Angela's smile falters. She gives me a faint half smile.
Hmm.
Mostly yes. Not good. I'm not on good terms with the family and all, but that's a story for another time. Now where were we? We get back to work and she managed to get a little bit more of the design done. Then the doorbell rings. Angela leaves the room and answer, and I'm back to pouring my ideas into the sketches. Couldn't it wait? I hear someone say from the
Hmm.
hallway. No, it couldn't. You have to see this. I've been dying to show you. I hear Angela respond. They walk into the room, and I look up from my folio to greet them. Hi, I swallow my words. Oh, he look good with the black. I'm so glad he switched up, bro. Nell immediately averts his eyes. He's still sporting that black hair of his, so that's hold on, wait. He's still sporting that black hair of his that's so unfamiliar on him, but his face looks all too familiar to me, despite looking paler than normal. What's she doing? Excuse me, what are you
Hmm.
doing here? Angela knocks him over on the head. Be nice, young man. I'll have you know I've commissioned her to make my dress. Yes, but why is she nail gestures with his arm here?
Huh.
And look, and this nigga says, well, you ain't gotta be mean to him all the time. don't you be starting that shit? Angela sits down next to me on the couch. I'm too busy to leave, so I invited her over. Now we going fierce, cause you already came up. Nah. I'm gonna turn off. I want to turn to a better leaf. You know what I'm saying? I want to turn over, but I ain't gonna hold you. You see that look he gave me? I don't fuck with it, and I'm still mad at you. So fuck you, bitch. Don't talk to me like I'm not here. I say in an angry tone and glare at him. I'm trying my best to fight off the bus that's trying to come up to the surface. I'm not talking to you. Nigga, we just had a nice night, bro. There's no way you fucking it up already, bro. I'm not talking to you at all. Says Nell with a disdain. Then he looks at Angela. You didn't ask me to come over for her, right? You know I'm swamped with work this week. I can't afford to take breaks. Hoo-hoo, you're always working lately. I just wanted to show you our vase. Just look how fabulous it turned out to be. Angela points towards the simple white vase standing on top of the coffee table. Neil sighs oddly, covering his face with his hands to show his disappointment. I sit there quietly, seething my anger, clenching my fingers around my pencil case. I need to go. I can't stand being around him any longer. Angela, I'm leaving, I tell her. I scoop out all my material. I scoop up all my material and close my
Oh.
portfolio. Sweetheart, no, you don't need to do this if this baboon is bothering you. Baboon? Yo, you a fucking baboon, nigga. You know, interjects. I'll let you know when I've come up with a suitable design. I quickly stand up and I walk away from the both of them, refusing to look at Nell any longer. Yeah, fuck this nigga. Cause no, you didn't just say that to me with your bitch ass. Ooh, I can hear them yell at each other when I finally leave. Ooh, that nigga. Hey. Let you say something slick again. I'm gonna have to fuck you up. I'm not finna hold you. Fuck this nigga. We moving on. Man, I was feeling it. Man, Masquerade Ball perfect. Why can't you be like that outside of the Masquerade Ball? Like, why? Why are you switching up? Like, be for real. Anyways, I'm broke. Hold on. Let's get some money real quick. I'm not doing that shit. Get that shit out of here. That's garbage. Perfect. All right. So bikini. Yup. What color is that? Fuck me. Are you serious? That's not it. I think it's a more darker red. There we go. Alright, so triangle, square, that's white. Sleeves. Which brown is that? Alright. Cool. Bam. That's the 10 ounce. We're gonna go this. So this and then it's strapless. And that's this purple. That's a darker purple actually. There we go. And the sleeves. Done. Fuck no, I'm not doing that shit. Next. The fuck they think I am? The hell? Alright, I just need that blue. I guess I can do that. Where is it? Oh no. Oh, I gotta go to hemlock. No, collar. No, the neckline is square. Oh, okay. What brown is that? What's that brown? Sleeves. That's a darker yellow. the fuck is that? Alright. We can do it. We can do it. Alright, let's see. So we can go in cropped. What kind of shit is that actually? High neck. Why it look like that? That's why. Okay. Sleeves. We're gonna. This shit orange. Okay. Or is it light orange? I don't think I have another. I do that. Thinking this. All right. Pattern. You don't need a tan. Let's go back. Yeah, that's it. Oh, we gotta go back to the shirt. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Fuck no. I'm doing that shit. Oh, there we go. Easy shit. Not doing no hard shit. All right. Purple waist. Uh, no, it's a darker blue. That ain't it either. There we go. Fuck is you? Aw, fuck. There we go. Oh, that's easy. F short. Black sleeves. What pattern is that? All right, background is tan. But what fucking pattern is that, bro? Oh, I did it. I did it backwards. I did it backwards, huh? So this got to be yellow, and then the flowers have to be tan. There we go. No, let me. Oh my god. Yep. Take this shit. Don't want it. Don't want it. Hold on. Don't want it. You I can do. Mid length. No, it's a little longer. There we go. Design, pleated. Oh, yeah. All right. Waist, green, finish. We racking up right now, so y'all can take a break real quick. Jeans. We're going classic jeans, skinny jeans. Dark green. Cuffs. What color is that? That's a dark ass brown. There we go. Fuck out of here. There we go. Purple. Stars. Alright. And cuff. Bam. That looked like an ugly ass green. I ain't gonna hold you. Is that it? I wanna go with this one. Yeah. Alright. Yep. You got what green is that? I think that's the that's this green. And then the sleeves. Bam. Black. Done. Done. Let's do this real quick. Shorts. The long shorts. Cuffs. Pink. I only got one pink. Oh wait. No, I gotta have two pinks here. There we go. That bubblegum pink. Alright. Pants. That's not the one. This is the one. Easy work. That's wrong. Nope, dark green. Okay. Blue. That's that dark blue. That should be enough money. I don't know how many we just ran through. I'm not gonna hold you. Oh no. This will be the last one. I think that's enough. Okay. Medium. What fucking yellow is it? Huh. I don't know what the. Maybe that's color a little off. It ain't close enough to be looking for. There we go. Okay. Sleeves. Mm. Then that closure zipper. No, that's like a stronger. All right, that's the last one. Let's see how much money we need. That should last us. Yeah, that should last us. 51,000. 51,000. Wow, that should last us. All right, all right, all right. Are you serious? It's been a month since you. Oh no! It's been a month and you still haven't talked to this nigga. Oh, fucking. Damn. It's been a month since I started working on Angela's dress. She needs it next month for before Christmas, so I've been working extra hard. I don't want to think about Neil at all. I've been trying hard to suppress any thoughts about him, so I work even harder. Sarah came over today. It's the first time we met, but since before the ball, which meant, of course, she's been asking questions about it nonstop. Did they give you? Did they give out awards like a king and queen award? She asked excitedly. This wasn't a prom, Sarah. I sigh. I really don't want to talk about it. Oh, but I can't totally be. I can totally see that being a thing. Always. Oh, Anyways, I'm still completely jealous that you got to go. I say nothing. I stare at the little notebook of my on my counter, filling in some numbers. The person you were making this dress for, you met her at the party, right? Sarah asks. Yes, she was quite drunk back then, Sarah chuckles. What about you? Did you drink a lot of champagne? Some, I say, trying to avoid talking about it too much. Meet any other clients or perhaps Prince Charming? She asked with a wink. I can feel my face heat up, but I'm unable to stop the blush from spreading to on my cheeks. I quickly turn around to hide my face from Sarah, but at last she spotted it, nothing less. You're all red in the face. You didn't tell me anything happened at the party. Come on, Spill. Did you meet some rich guy and you had an enchanting evening together? I grown out loud. I don't want to talk about what happened. You met some. Hold on. You met some prince at the party and you completely forgot to mention it, huh? I'm hurt. It's not like I forgot. I say I just don't really want to talk about it. The night didn't have a good ending. Oh, Sarah says she looks worried. What happened? Did something bad happen? Bad? I don't know what to call it. All I know is that my feelings are a mess and it's all Nell's fault. You didn't get molested, right? Hey, yo, damn, she went to that. Sarah sounds really serious all of a sudden. What? No, I shriek. No, no, nothing like that. Although I guess it does feel a little similar to. What? Wait, to it. Had I known it was Nell, I definitely would never have gone along with it. Hey, if it was Nell, I'd deal with it. Hold on, let me lock in. I never would have kissed him. Or at least I think so. I'm still so confused. Good, Sarah says in relief. Don't scare me like that. You don't have to worry about that. I'm just a bit overwhelmed at the moment. I need some time to process it. Sure thing. My phone vibrates, a welcome distraction from our conversation. I answer the phone. Street trends, how may I help you? Mia san, I have to ask you a big favor right now. It's Angela. She sounds distressed. What is it? I asked, a little bit concerned now. Is she canceling the commission? No, he's in the hospital. What happened? Doesn't he work at the hospital? I stay. As a matter of fact, I don't know what happened. They said he's collapsed. Damn, working too fucking hard. Sit your ass down, nigga. His parents are out of town, so he's got no one taking care of him. I'm in Italy at the moment. I can't visit him either. Lovely little country, by the way. They've got Juan to die for it. Is he okay? I asked softly. As much as I don't want to admit, this news fills me up with dread. You have to go there now, please. He's got no one else. He's in room 201, West Wing or something. Oh, and be sure to dress up nice, sweetheart. You want to bedazzle him if you'll be the first one to see him. I'm not quite sure what to say. It's always hard to get a word in when Angela starts talking. It's also hard to tell her no. Oh, and knock him on the head for me. Thanks. Bye bye, darling. She hangs up. I stand there feeling empty for a few seconds. Nell's in the hospital. Who was that? I mean, who was it? Sarah asked, noticing my grim expression. I suddenly feel compelled to leave. I'm worried, but at the same time, I want nothing to do with it. And yet, I've got this need to see him. My emotions are in such turmoil. Why did Angela have to call me? I'm sorry, Sarah. Something came up. I need to leave. Can you close up the shop for me? Oh, yeah, sure. Sarah nods her head at me. I hurry and walk out of the store, and I race towards the hospital. Oh, my heart is thumping loudly when I arrive at the hospital. I see being held at, and they give me a room number. At least he isn't in the ER or something. He probably passed out for overworking, honestly. There's this hard to swallow feeling stuck in my throat, and my adrenaline is rushing through my veins as I make my way through the maze of hospital rooms. Shaking just a tiny bit, I open the door to his room. He'll look at us and be like, oh, fuck you doing here. I look at the hospital bed. It's empty. I start to freak out. Where did he go? Did he take his... Did they take him away? Is Nell okay? Did I get the wrong room? Someone's in the bathroom. That scared the hell out of me. I'm just about had a heart attack. Had a heart attack. My bedroom door opens up. Walks out Nell wearing his usual clothes.
Oh,
He's so fine with the black hair. I love me a nigga. Anyways, oh, he looks surprised to see me. He looks absolutely fine. I stand there rooted to the ground. I want to yell at him. I want to embrace him. I want to heal, yet kiss him. Never had such conflicting emotions before. Angela told me he had collapsed, but he's up and walking about. In fact, he seems quite healthy. Yelling at him, I'm gonna approach him calm. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna yell at him. We gonna come at him calm. Are you okay? I asked. I feel myself tremble a little.
oh.
Nell looks away from me. All right. Oh, what the... Oh, look at his face. There's an awkward silence between us. The tension in the air is thick and it's hard to swallow. Nell is fine, and yet I raced out here like an idiot to see how he was. I'm regretting it so hard right now. I was worried, I said softly. Oh, that's why I'm gonna start yelling at you. It's fuck being nice to you, bro. Every time I be nice to you, you want some bullshit. Nell clicks his tongue. Don't be. I didn't ask you to. Why are you here? Angela called me. She told me you collapsed. That that conniving little he mutters. He sighs deeply. Look, I'm fine. Obviously not. I bite back. I simply haven't had the recommended amount of sleep for the past 3 days. So my body shut down. That's all there is to it. I work too much. To cover up how worried I was feeling, I huff and place my hand on my hips. Don't your parents own the hospital? Can't they simply give you a few days off to rest? Ooh. Hey, calm down. He talking to me crazy. I'm gonna have to fuck this nigga up. Nell's eyes flash with anger. Don't talk like you know anything about me or my family. Bitch, damn. I bite back. I bite back at my words. I want to yell at him and say it's because you never tell me anything about yourself. But then I remember how he made a fool out of me, and the feelings of betrayal bubble up inside of me once more. Well, sorry for not knowing anything about your family situation. I can't seem to hold back my tongue. I only know how you like to insult me and make a fool out of me. Even now, I rushed to the hospital like a fool to see if you were okay. Yeah. Yeah, fix that expression on your face, bitch. I'm getting tired of this nigga. Nell stayed quiet for a while. He's looking at me, and I stare back at him, ready for a fight. His face confronts into a bunch of different emotions It's hard to read him. He eventually looks down towards the
Oh.
floor. Why did you come? He asked softly. I want to answer because Angela told me, but we both know that wouldn't be the truth. And yet, I really don't know myself either. Whenever Neil is involved, I'm not sure of it. I'm unsure of everything. These past couple of weeks have been mayhem for me. I don't know, I answered truthfully, but I'd hate myself if I didn't at least check up on you, despite of what you've done to me. And I want to ask, why did you do it? The question is that I refuse to let myself think about it, but has been haunting me ever since. Why did Nell pretend to be a stranger? Why did he kiss me? Well, you kissed him. Not gonna hold you. But anyways, I haven't done anything to you that you didn't want to. He says while crossing his arms. That was all you. You kissed me. No. I kissed you. Then we paused. Then, if you really didn't want to do it, you would have went for that second kiss, but you did go for that second kiss. So again, you know what I'm saying? Takes two to tango, my nigga. Quit playing. I give him a pointed look. That's all. That's that was all. Oh, my bad. He gives me a pointed look. That's all he says. That's all me, he says. Like he wasn't the one that, yep, see? That was coming on to me and flirting with me to make my head spin. You was flirting back, motherfucker. Like he wasn't the one that was holding my face and pressing his lips to mine. He's going to deny everything that happened. I glare at him hard. Is that how you want to spin this? I spit out. Fine. Goodbye now. I turn on my heel and I leave him standing there in the hospital room. Damn, I thought y'all was gonna make up this chapter. What I gotta do? What I gotta make? Angela? Angela, this is what you wanted. Girl, you could have done better. But now I gotta buy that. I already know I gotta buy that pattern. So, oh. Shop. Turn. Alright, let's make this dress. I think that's regular top and just V-neck. I'm sorry, do I not have a V-neck? Fuck. Yep, go back to the store. Damn. I thought we had that already. Let's go to tops real quick. Yep, no, he didn't. This one nice too. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to buy this just to get him it. I can see a nice top I can make for her. Alright. Oh, why the fuck did I do that? Let's go back. Yeah, regular shirt. This time, yep. What fucking yellow is that? I think it's this bro. Yeah, that's brown right there. Alright, pattern. What color do we change that to? A brown? Yep. Alright. Skirt. Yep. Change that to that. Oh, that is a longer skirt. I'm tripping. Let's go back to length. We gotta check the. There you go. All right, chapter 15. Let's see. A few weeks have passed since I last saw Nell at the hospital. It's already December by now. Damn, bro, Nella, bitch. If you don't just meet up with her in coffee, tell me how you feel. Like, damn, nigga. Angela's dress is finished, or well, she still needs to do her final fitting so I can make sure that so I can make adjustments. But other than that, her raunchy dress is just about completed. Just in time as well. Her party is next week. The shop is quiet for today, but I'm rushing in and out of the workroom to add in and add in last minute details on the dress or cut away any loose threads. Staying busy is the only way to prevent myself from thinking about anything else. Things like the bell rings and I look up. That must be Angela coming over to pick up her dress. Except the person in front of me isn't Angela. Nell, what you doing here, Nell? Nell, you a hot mess. Get the fuck on. He looks bashful and out of place in my store, fidgeting on the spot and refuses to meet my eyes. What you gonna pick up the dress without looking at me, bro? Come on, bro. Lock in, nigga. Like, be folk. All right. My breath is caught in my throat and I don't even greet him. Damn. Damn. It's like time slowed down to a miserable crawl. And every second is like an eon that simply highlights the fact that neither of us are speaking. The silence is deafening. Why is he here? Now finally clears his
Hmm.
throat. Angela sent me here in her stead to pick up the dress. I lower my eyebrows at him. I need her here personally for any final alterations. I expected as much. Nell says with a small sigh. I am quick to show him the door then. I'm so sorry, but Angela needs to come here herself.
Huh?
Good day. His eyes his eyes suddenly widen. Wait, he exclaims. I look at him, waiting for him to say something. Anything really. Yet on the other hand, I don't want him to say another word either because I'm scared of what he has to say. I'm nervous and anxious and still really mad at him.
Um.
Look, I just wanted to say Nell's speech is clumsy, which is very unlike
Hmm.
him. Thank you for checking up on me a few weeks ago. I slowly nod my head at him. Don't mention it, I say. No, really, don't mention it. I've been trying to forget ever since. Nell nods his head back at me as well. This time his expression is back to being serious. The Nell I know. He turns around and starts to walk away. I let out a jittery breath of relief. No, that's not what I wanted to say. Hey, there we go, Nell. Neil turns around once more to approach me and takes a huge breath and awkwardly fixes his tie. His lips part, but no words come out of it. Come on, Neil. Tell him how you feel. I stare at him some longer, wondering what he's finna say. But with each passing second, I can see Nails. Oh no, he's blushing up close. Screenshot. Oh, hold on, we gotta get that. All right, all right. But with each passing second, I can see Neil is starting to break out into a sweat. His cheeks are turning a rosy color. If it had been any other time, I might have had relieved in the fact that I'm making Neil feel out of his element. But right now, I got no leg room to stand on. I'm feeling uncomfortable as
Uh.
well. That night, why did you? That is true. How you gonna ask me a question, Ed? But I'm not gonna let him. Damn, let me think. I don't want to cut him off because that might just pause what he's saying, and then he'll just go back to his regular self, be like, "Man, fuck you! I ain't gonna tell you nothing" or something like that. I'm gonna let him finish. We gonna give him time. I'm like, "Go ahead, now. Go ahead, now." Nell pauses as I stare at him, waiting for him to continue what he has to say. The anticipation is hard to
Oh.
swallow. How come you didn't recognize You dumbass nigga. What the fuck you mean I didn't recognize you? Last time I saw your dumbass, you had purple hair. How the fuck I'm supposed to know you had black hair in a different style? Matter of fact, dumbass nigga. Ooh, this shit made me mad. I looked down at my hands with my cheeks turning slightly pink from the embarrassment. I mistook someone else for you. He had the same hair color as you, even rudely bumped into me. Your voice was different as well. Nell blinks at me and then looks away again. He runs his fingers through his black hair like he doesn't know how to
Hmm.
respond. Every year they hold the Masquerade Ball in my father's honor. Angela and I have always attended since we were little. Neil
Hmm.
finally says, we try various things to look different from normal, turning it into of who could spot the other first. This year I had changed my hair color, even though it didn't matter as Angela found me relative fast. So you playing this, I say slowly, taking in the information. No, he didn't plan to trick you. He was planning to trick her. But he could have sent you a text, but like, hey, I'm looking a little different tonight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't shit for that. I ain't gonna hold you. No, he immediately replies. He winks at his own words. I mean, yes, in a way. I plan to make myself look unrecognizable, but that doesn't explain why you went along with it. Why, Nell? Why did you continue to fool me into thinking you were someone else? Your voice, it was different as well, deeper. Nell stays quiet, looking pensively at the floor, refusing to answer. I can feel my emotions bubbling towards the surface. Do you really hate me that much? Nell looks at me in shock. No, I don't. No, no, I don't. He says softly. I his cheeks are suddenly colored with a deep shade of red. I don't hate you. This nigga kills me, bro. And then in the most uncharacteristically way possible, he bolts to the exit. This nigga pisses me off sometimes, bro. The next day after Neil's spectacular escape, Angela comes by the boutique personally.
Hmm.
Darling, she greets me with a large smile. Welcome, I greet her. How is
Hmm.
Italy? Marvelous, just a divine, sweet little country. Although, if I see some pizza one more time, I think might barf. Angela scrunches up her nose. I'm. I laugh a little, then I gesture towards my workshop. I need you to come with me to the back to fit the
Hmm.
dress. I can't wait to see what you've cooked up. Last time I saw the dress, it was still inside out. Angela walks with me to the back where I have her golden dress waiting for her. She's squealing in awe, unable to contain herself. Excitement as she hold on, as seeing the dress. She tries it on and makes a quick few alterations as needed so that it fits her perfectly. Let me get some water. Hold on. It's raunching and daring, and that's exactly why Angela likes it. Forget about wanting to draw the attention of the man I've got my eye on. That night, everyone's eyes will be on me, Angela says gleefully. Even the ladies will be checking me out. She winks at herself.
Hmm.
You did well. I almost wish I could have taken you with me to the party, but I've always got my plus one. He's going to adore this or downright worship me. Ooh, so you got a plus one. That means Mel got a plus one. He finna invite me. Watch this. Or she finna get. I know I'm gonna be there. Watch this. I hope you'll have fun at your Christmas party, I say with a small smile. Angela looks at me after stuffing the dress inside of the large
Eh?
box. You look a little sad. Are you feeling a bit under the weather? I shake my head. No, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Tell you what, sweetheart. Come over for dinner at my place tonight. You'll absolutely have to. Food will be ready at 6. See you then. Then she grabs a large box I prepared for her and struts away from with a smile. I have a very nice written check for you to pick up tonight. Angela leaves my store with her dress in tow. Well, I guess eating dinner at Angela's apartment isn't a bad idea. You already know I'm gonna be there. All right, all right. Now I'm gonna do the time check real quick. Wait, no, actually no. We gotta do this last episode. Now I'm gonna take the time. But chapter 16. Later in the evening, I get dropped off by a taxi at Angela's apartment. I make my way up to the building once I've arrived and ringing the doorbell. Angela greets me at the door, holding a glass of wine in her hand. Hello, I greet her. You made it in early too. Come in, come in. As I enter her apartment, Angela gives me a approving look.
Hmm.
Lovely outfit, just right for the occasion. I know I can always count on you for your impeccable fashion taste. Oh, the check's on the dining room table. Go get it while I finish wrapping up dinner. I should finna be. We get two bands. I'm fine. I'm feeling a bit nervous as I walk towards the already set up dining room table to retrieve the envelope with the check. And that's when I noticed I knew it. I knew it. That's when I noticed there aren't just two plates set up, there's three. Angela, is someone else dining with us today? Dining with us? I asked her as I grabbed the envelope. Of course, I hear Angela yell from the kitchen. I open the envelope and take out my check, my eyes widen at the amount written on it. Wow, this is way more than my usual rate. Good evening. I spin around, startled at someone else's voice right behind me. Dale, I exclaim. Nell's behind me, looking at me, looking a bit out of place, sitting on the couch, looking like he had no idea I'd be coming as well. I grabbed my teeth. She set this up, didn't she? Good evening, I replied hesitantly. Last time I saw Nell, he bolted right out of the store after saying he didn't hate me. I'm not quite sure where we stand right now, but all I know is that this is awkward as hell. Dinner's almost ready, Angela yells. Would you like to sit down? Nell asks, and he gestures towards the dining room table. I'm a bit worried. Get the fuck out of my face, nigga. I'm bit. Nigga, you fucking me up. God damn it. Hold on. I'm a bit wary of this polite Nell, but I nod my head anyways. Nell walks past me. His cologne lingers behind, and it's making me feel a bit lightheaded. And then he pulls out one of his chairs for me. This is weird. I take out a seat anyways, and I'm feeling self-conscious of all of a sudden. What's his deal? Nell takes a seat as well at the opposite end of the dining room table. Now I feel like I'm forced to look at him, which is something I really don't want to do. The more I'm around Nell, the more I start to feel confused. And the flashbacks of the masquerade plague my mind. Things like kissing Nell. I look down at my napkin, feeling a heat rush to my cheeks. Why does Nell have to be here? Luckily, Angela barges back into the room carrying a large pot with her. I welcome the distraction considering my mind was going places I didn't want it to. Angela is quick to set up the food, and it really does smell delicious. We all dig in. I like to say that dinner went well, but unfortunately, it didn't really. I was only half paying attention, listening to Angela talk about her time in Italy, and notice how her glasses of wine multiplied. Very soon, she's drunk and starts to slur her words, giggling whenever she recalls something funny. Nell hasn't said a word the entire time. You should have seen him. He was such a wimp. Then again, he still is, says Angela. I'm barely paying attention. I look up to looking at my plate of food. Who? I asked. Nelly. Call that nigga Nelly. Then finally he makes a presence known and he sighs in response. Angela, you're drunk. Please don't embarrass me any further. We called him Nelly back in I'm sorry. Back then, and by we I mean me. She said, sounding very proud. Nelly was always afraid of standing up to his parents and the silly little boy. So I told him, your really cool aunt will beat them up for you. You can't possibly embarrass me any further than this. Please stop talking. And did you? I asked, ignoring Neil. No, of course not. I was like 14 years old. Instead of I convinced Neil to run away, and it was actually quite funny. They had cops looking for him all over the place. Oh boy, were his parents mad when they found Nelly. Suddenly, at my interest peaked. Angela is talking about that time Nell ran away when he was young, isn't she? That's the time I found him at the playground. I still glance at Nell. I can see he's trying to hide his face behind his hand, covering his rosy cheeks. If it wasn't such an awkward situation, I'd call it adorable. So I asked Nelly, "Where did you go?" Right, and he tells me how a hero found him, a hero like Superman. I'm not sure, and the details are a bit hazy. Nell sinks into his chair even further, and not covering his entire face. He wouldn't shut up about it. How a hero like one of his favorite comic books came to save him, and they both ran away from the police. I was actually quite jealous because I used to be the one Nelly looked up to, the cool one. But I guess boys grow up. I lean in a bit closer to this hero that you mentioned. Do you know who it is? Angela throws her hands up in the air, beats me. All Nelly would say that he was some really cool boy, way cooler than me. You were such a little shit back then. She directs his last part towards
Oh.
Nelly. Honestly, though, it sounded like he had a crush on him. Was he your childhood love, Nelly? Ah! Nigga, sweating. Now face crunches up. He turns bright red. Angela, that's enough. Well, that's the turn of events. Is that true? I asked Nell. Of course not. He barks at me. Don't confuse. I know. Adoration with in, I'm gonna fuck that up. Infatuation. That's what I meant. I feel myself blush. He adored me. But I guess his parents got super mad at him because Nelly hasn't run off since. Where's your hero now, huh? It just goes. She finally gets up from the table. I'm getting some more wine. You want some? No, I'm good. I was fine. You know, tease him. Angela wobbles way towards the kitchen. The sound of glass clinking and the doors opening can be heard loudly. And I briefly wonder if Angela has tripped and fallen down. We gotta tease him. Gotta tease him. I look over at Neil instead. I can't contain the grin on my face. So, a hero, huh? Not another word. I must have been a really cool person for the sounds of it. I mock him. I told you, Zip. Isn't that why you said I ruined your memories? I asked, looking curiously at him because it wasn't a hero but a heroine. It doesn't matter now. Neil looks away while crossing his arms crossing his arms on his chest. I guess not. I bite my lip, but clearly it's bothering you. Before we can continue our conversation, Angela is back with another glass of wine. She eagerly shares some more Nelly memories, all while Nelly stays silent. I crack a smile every now and then. Their relationship is actually quite lovely, with the amount of times Angela has stuck up for Nell. Time ticks by fast, and before I know it, it's getting close to midnight, and Angela is passed out on the couch. I end up clearing the dining room table, gathering all the dishes, waking and walking to the kitchen. Nell helps me out without saying a word. After we finish, I finally break the silence. Should we leave her like that? She'll be okay. She's had worse. I'll carry her to her bed. I wonder if I wonder just how many nights Nell has experienced just like this. Well, then I guess I'll be heading home. Hmm. Nell picks an edge up from the couch, who groans in response, but in otherwise fast asleep. He carries her over to the bedroom, and I patiently wait his return. I turn off the lights. Should I walk you home? Nell asks when he's back. My first instinct is to say no, but in the dark close to Nell like this, I can feel myself wanting to stay around him for a little while longer. Sure, I say. Oh yeah, it's snowing. Hey, we better get a scene or I'm gonna get mad. We'll hold on. We leave the apartment together. Snow is falling quietly all around us. There's not a single other person in sight, but that makes sense seeing as it's past midnight. Nell opens up an umbrella, walks next to me, shields me from the snow. He's so close to me, but it's not awkward at all. Are your hands all right? Nell asks me. I look around. I look at my red hands and stuff them inside of my pockets of my coat. I'm fine. I can withstand a little snow. We're quiet for a while, but both walking silently on the sidewalk. I know where I live is quite far, and a taxi would have been much easier, but I guess I didn't want to leave Nell just yet. I swing my purse back and forth, wondering what to say. Have you seen Angela's dress? I asked, the one I made. She hasn't been keeping a secret exactly. Nell shakes his head a little. Well, that's Angela for you. Likes the attention, I say with a smile. Always has. You two seen clothes since you were kids. I feel like if I keep talking about this, then I won't notice how to feel my heart beat faster now that Nell's walking closer to me. Yes. See, I like his little smile. No, we gotta stop taking. No, I gotta take this first. Come on. I bet. Yes, she's always been bossy over me. She's got. Is there a word missing? Probably not. Okay. She got quirks and faults, but she can be quite lovely. I see him smile as he recalls the memories. She's always been there to take care of me like an older sister. I admit, my first impression of Angela wasn't very favorable, but just some crazy drunk. But she's grown on me since then. Nell keeps quiet once more, and I realize why. I met Angela for the first time at the masquerade party. The subject that both we've both been avoiding, like it's a taboo. And just like that, we spend an entire way in complete silence. When we arrive at my store, I feel relieved that I don't have to stick around in this suffocating silence anymore. I stop at the front door and I turn to face him. Nell closes the umbrella, shakes it to remove any snow still on it. We're safe from the snow underneath the awning. Yeah, the awning of my store. You didn't have to walk me back the entire way, but thanks. Nell looks deep in thought and doesn't respond besides a simple nod. Well, good night then. I feel briefly disappointed that nothing happened the entire time. What was I even expecting? Sorry, says Nell in a tiny voice. I raise my eyebrows at him and want to ask what he's apologizing for. In fact, I'm quite shocked. He even has the words in his vocabulary. I didn't think Nell could even utter the word sorry. For mistaking you as a boy, he says, and for my subsequent reaction and attitude afterwards once we met up again by chance. I lean against the cold door frame. You mean so he huffs and glares at me, but it quickly vanishes from his face. Yes. He lets out a deep sigh. I was embarrassed that I met someone from long ago, someone that I might have looked up to, and that someone turned out not to be the rough boy I imagined, but a beautiful woman instead. I think my eyes widen. I can't help. I can't help it. My eyes flush red. That abrupt compliment. I wasn't expecting that. I lashed out to hide my embarrassment, and for that I apologize. Wow, I didn't know you had it in you to apologize. I'm actually quite floored. So much that I fan my face a little to cool down despite the cold weather. Neil growls at me, don't test my patience. Recall the conversation we had a couple months ago when he said he only cares about what a select few people have to say. So you looked up to me, I mused. What about now? Am I one of those people whose opinion matters to you? Nell, whose eyes widen this time, even though it's hard to see in the dark, he doesn't answer me. That's a no, huh? I guess that's why you pranked me that night. I didn't prank you, Nell hisses. He shakes his head and then starts to quickly pace back and forth at my doorstep. He seems quite shaken up. I simply, he begins, then stops to look at me. He's gesturing with his hand, but doesn't quite know how to start. It's weird to see Nell at a loss of words at like this. When I realized you when I realized that you had no blubbering idea who I was, that you mistook some other man for me, I went along, alright? Why? I whisper. Nell throws his hands up in the air and then runs them through his hair, grabbing a fistful. I just liked how you were treating me when you thought I was someone else. You weren't trying to be snarky with me. You weren't so tense and on guard around me. We weren't having we weren't having some petty argument. We were simply normal. That's all there was to it. I take a moment to collect my thoughts. So Nell says he wasn't pulling a prank on me during the party. He simply kept the facade ongoing because he liked how I was treating him when I thought he wasn't Nell. I remember back at the party how I realized that I was acting awful towards the person that I mistook as Nell, and how I must have been treating Nell all this time. But whose fault is it in the first place I acted like this? Not gonna lie, gotta call you out. Gotta call you out. Gotta call you out. Oh wait, you already apologized. Damn. Oh well. Fuck it. Well, I would have had treated you like that if you weren't such an asshole to me in return, I say defensively. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. I, my bad, nigga. I already apologize for that. He fires that. That doesn't excuse all the times you've been terrible to me. And then you even went as far as to seduce me. I actually did not Nell's voice breaks and he yells at me. I didn't make you do anything. You didn't want to. Don't blame me for that. I wouldn't have done any of those things if. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Oh my God. Why would you say that? I would even get offended. I'm like, oh damn, for real? Damn. I recall the memories of me kissing him and all of those feelings come rushing back. The allure of kissing some stranger, like I was in a fairy tale, and the end turned out to be Nelly, the kind of stranger, in fact, a pompous jerk. I have never kissed him if I knew it was Nell. Nell looks down at the ground. You wouldn't have? You wouldn't have? That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, I'm taking it back. And I'm at a loss of words. What does he mean? What is he saying? I'm saying, like, damn, give that nigga a chance. I wouldn't have what? Now you're just being willfully obtuse. I grit my teeth. Well, if oh no, no, oh we arguing again. Damn, I should have went to the guy route. I grit my teeth. Well, if you just be a little more clear, then I can give you an answer, Mr. Simple and Clean. Oh, why you gonna close that down? Oh no 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 no! You screenshot real quick before we get to a scene because I feel like I'm he up close. All right, just like that. Nell's hands are on the side of my face, and I'm pulled into a kiss. For a split second, I'm taken off guard until my brain starts firing up again, and I realize Nell's kissing me. My hands press against his chest to push him away, and our lips break. No! Beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. All right, I want to yell at him, scream, preferably, but when I look at his face and I see the innocent confusion, my anger melts away. Instead, I feel the sudden rush of excitement, the same rush I felt that night when I first kissed him. You are so annoying, I say before I yank his shirt and bring him down to my level and press my lips against his. I force a warm feeling of his plump lips. They're just as addicting as the first time. Nell's arms shake around my waist, snake around my waist, and he pulls me into an intimate embrace. I feel helpless and overrun by my emotions, who want nothing more than to continue kissing now. The kiss is rough and clumsy, like we both can't get enough, and my mouth feels sore after just a few seconds. Nell dominantly presses me against the door. Hold on. And the doorknob digs into my back. I break free from his lips just long enough to open the door, and we both stumble inside. Oh, I thought he was getting a scene. Damn. Uh, The bell at the store jingles, but neither of us pay attention to it. I pull Nell closer to me after he slams the door shut. I can hear my heart pleading for those lips again. I lean forward myself to catch his lips. I turn to the side and I can connect with Nell's. My entire body shivers, but it isn't just me that moans. It's Nell. He's muffled, but oh my god. My knees are gonna turn into jelly, bro. My hold on. Let's lock in. Nell's arms keep me upright, and soon after I find myself pressed against the counter. Desperately, I struggle to take my coat off, and Nell does the same. Our coats lay forgotten on the ground. I place my hand on top of Nell's shoulder, not breaking away from his hold on, from his tongue to give myself a boost to sit up on the counter. I wrap my legs around Nell's waist and twist my around his. Nell grunts. Hold on. And his hands are running over my back until they're tangled in with my hair. His tongue is now pushed inside my mouth like it's a battling for dominance over me, and I push back just as hard. The chemistry between us is undeniable, and in this moment, we just seem like a perfect fit together. Nell breaks away from me, and I immediately want to pull him pull him back because I miss his warmth. He gives me a longing look while he takes a second to catch his breath. Then he's back. I ran right around the side of my arm, side of my neck, and soon Nell's lips are on the counter. Uh, hold on, I fucked it up. And soon Nell's lips are on the other side, sucking the sensitive patch of skin there. I hardly suck in a breath and crawl my fingers on his back. Oh. His hair tickles my cheek and my lips brush against the tip of his ear. I can feel Nell's I can feel Nell leaving a trail of kisses on my neck. And and once more I'm gasping for air. Maybe this is what could have happened if we weren't interrupted by that party that night. More. I want more. Oh, you want? Hey, let me get a scene. Like I'm cool with this. Let me get a motherfucking scene. Quit playing with me. Feeling more aggressive, I place my hand on the side of Nelly's face to bring him back in, bring him back up to mine, and I press his lips against his. What we getting? Yes, good shit, good shit. God damn. All right, it's fine. Let's appreciate this artwork here. You know what I'm saying? Good passion. Perfect. Ah. All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. I lower my I lower my body a bit, pushing away any objects on the counter, and I pull Nell along until my back is touching the cold end of the counter and Nell is practically on top of me. I love the feeling of his weight on me and I keep him I keep him locked in place by embracing him with my arms. But it's not like Nell is showing any indication he wants to leave because he's withering and squirming on top of me while letting out a little gasp of air as he continues to kiss me. It's like an uncharted territory, both of us exploring what the other has to offer. Our bodies are hot in the touch and it's starting to go down to a dangerous path. Neil starts to nibble on the bottom of my lip and any doubts I may have just fly right out of the window. He kisses me like he's hungry for more, like he's unable to stop himself. His lips are so hot on mine. I can't believe this is Nell devouring me like it's the last night on earth. Yeah, there it is. I actually asked my by accident my elbow knocked something over from the counter, sending it crashing to the ground. The sound has interrupted us both as we're finally apart and sitting up straight, but Nell doesn't want to pull back all the way, keeping his arms locked around my waist. It seems, hold on. It seemed to have been an umbrella Nell was carrying that I knocked off the counter. Blasting umbrella. We look at each other for a while, both of us both of us a little bit out of breath. I curse the umbrella in my mind. Nell's arms finally slip away from the waist, and my body tenses up, longing to feel his touch again. We should. Nell starts in this really sexy voice. Probably stop. Why do you want to stop? Come on, man. Stop. Nell bends down to pick up his umbrella and keeps it close to his body. Immediately, I want to protest and ask him why in the world would I want this to stop. The more seconds pass, there were not sucking off each other's face, the more time I have for it to sink in. I realized I'd just been heavily making out with Nell. Only hours before I could have sworn I was mad at him, and only seconds ago he was on top of me. I sheepishly nod at him, wiping away any saliva near my mouth. All of a sudden, I feel embarrassed for acting the way I did. Nell finally steps away from me and picks up his coat off the floor. I feel even more awkward now, sitting on top of the counter, so I slip off the edge and stand on my feet as well. I should go home now. Have a good night. Nell starts Nell starts to leave. Not finna hold you. Girl, you know you love this man. Not no. Hold on. Let me lock in. Right? If we kiss this nigga and he pushes me away again, I'm gonna start crying. We gonna be like, man, fuck this nigga for real. So I'm gonna go fierce. I grabbed his shirt and quickly pressed my lips against his. Yeah, yeah. No, I love you before you walk out the door. I really don't want him to leave, but he feels he must. I want one last kiss before the spell is broken and I start freaking out about the entire thing. Nell leans in closer and gently responds to my kiss by moving his lips in sync with mine. This time I'm the one who stops. Good night, Nell, I say. Nell gives me the tiniest nod and then finally leaves the store. I sink down on the floor with my back against the counter and I groan out loud in frustration. Hey, good. Hey, 16 was phenomenal, my nigga. Hey, good shit. Hey, good fucking shit, bro. Not gonna lie, that just made me want to read more. Hold on, we gotta do a time check though. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it ain't even been that long. 2 hours? Nigga, that's easy work. Well, hold on. I'm gonna stop this. Or should I? I might keep going and just split it up. I'll keep going and split it up. That's what we do. This shit in my face. Hold on, this one. Hey, this some good shit. This some good shit. Alright, bet. Yeah, we don't keep going. Fuck it, fuck it. I'll just put it up once we get to that. I bet. Chapter 17. Alright. Take my money. The past few days have been a whirlwind of emotions and uncertainty. It scares me. The things that I have been going through, that's been going on, I don't really know what to feel or what to do. I haven't talked to Sarah about it. I can't really put my thoughts and emotions in words. All I know is for sure that is Nell and I definitely kissed, and this time I knew it was him. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Right. It's confusing because I'm pretty sure I wanted nothing to do with him for the longest time. Yet right now my hands are holding my phone and I'm typing a message to Nell. That day when I left the ball, I took his cape with me. So here I am asking him if I could drop it off sometime in return. I realize this is just a thinly veiled excuse to see him again, but I choose not to think about it too much. Immediately I get a reply text from Nell. I read it. It's an address. I'm confused. I start to type it back. Before I can even start, I get another message. It's a single word, come. It's almost like he's commanding me to come over. If I were in this state of mind, I would have probably told him to go jump off a cliff and jump the cave into a trash can. But I feel myself well up with a buoyant feeling. Grab the stupid cape and head outside, phone in hand with a GPS song. The GPS leads me to a nicer part of the city, much like where Angela lives. I come across the apartment complex and hesitantly stand in front of the entrance. I'm so nervous right now, it's stupid. I make my way to Nell's apartment and he lets me in. Alright, let's see his apartment. Okay. This is more his type, I see it. Nell greets me with a silent stare. He looks impeccable as well, as always, groomed and neat. Like it's been drilled into it from a young age to present itself this way. Good day. He greets me politely. I stand before him in the entrance hall like a bundle of nerves. My heart thrown into a tizzy as memories from a few days ago come rushing back to me. My eyes look over at his lips and I immediately look back up to him in his eyes. No, I can't be thinking about things like this right now. I need to return his cape, that's all. My excuse to see him is as thin and transparent as the fabric in my hands. Hello, I greet him back. Come in, make yourself comfortable, Neil says, and gestures to the living room. Hesitantly, but with a skip in my step, I take a few steps back forward and further. Nigga. I take what the hold on. Or, all right. Hesitantly, but with a skip in my step, I take a few steps further and enter his living room. It's just as spacious as I imagined. All the pieces of furniture are sleek and shiny in design, and they are all carefully placed, like each one serves a purpose. Everything is spotless as well. Certainly no cobwebs in the corner or dust bunnies hiding under the couch. It makes me feel out of place, like I don't belong here. It feels like a different world altogether. Nice place, I say with a tiny smile. It doesn't seem like you spend a lot of time here, though. Neil pauses, looking down. No, I spend a lot of time at the hospital. Sometimes there's simply so much work to do that I sleep in the lounge room over there. Who keeps the place clean? I can't imagine you do it. I say, why a maid, of course. Who else would want to do such lowly work? I clean my own place, I say with a pointed look. Most adults do. And I got other more important things to do with my time than to waste it on cleaning. Dale fixes his tie as if to make the point. I bite my lip and I give him a glare. Why purposely try to provoke me into a fight with him? Shouldn't we be past this by now? Regardless whether or not you clean up after yourself. No, I can't return this to you. I brandish the cape from my bag. Nell simply takes it from my hands without a word, although it seems more like he's trying to avoid looking at me. When his fingers collapse around the cloth, they brush against mine and Nell jerks back in surprise. I really don't know how to react to that, except I'm kind of I kind of want to I kind of want to touch Nell again. My eyes wander around the living room and I notice something familiar. On his coffee table there's a white vase that looks strikingly familiar to the one at Angela's apartment, the one she was bragging about. The point is I point at it with my finger. Angela has the same one. You guys must have similar tastes. Nell folds the cape over his arms as he looks at me. It's all elegant and dapper. I certainly hope so, considering the design. I designed them to. I designed them and she creates them. Oh, I raise my eyebrows at him. You design vases? Nell gives me a disapproving look. I expected you to have been more clever than that and figured it out by now. He says dryly. I look around his apartment, seeing the seeing only the most expensive designer furniture, wondering what Nell means by that. Does he make furniture, perhaps? Nell sighs as seeing me struggle. Angela is a sculptor, a very well paid one, as you may have noticed. That explains some of the funny decorations in her home. I say with a nod, but you say you design them. A hobby of yours? Nell stays in silence for a while, looking down at the vase in question. His eyes are wavering, like he's undecided or conflicted about something. I suppose it is all he says. It's not particularly a hobby when you got a bachelor's ah a bachelor's degree for it. I purse my lips, carefully letting the information sink in. Apparently, Neil went to college for what exactly? Interior design. Honestly, I had no idea Neil went to college for that in the first place. I thought he merely got a job handed to him on a silver platter from his family. But interior design is all things. I had no idea. Is that why you is that what you do at the hospital? I asked. Did you design an entrance hall or something? Neil shakes his head with a chuckle. He laughed. No, I don't think anything of the sort at the hospital. My father would raise hell about it. He straightens his back with a sigh. No, I just do boring paperwork and handle negotiations with other investors. That's all. That's the most important information you volunteered to me since the day we met. I say, a little bit surprised at myself. Neil averts his eyes away from mine, looking bashful at in my presence. And that's all you're going to get, he says sternly. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, he gestures towards the cape on his arm and then walks out of the room. I awkwardly stand in the middle of his living room, not quite sure what to do with myself. So Nell has a bachelor's degree in interior design. I wonder what he was like during college. Probably not much different from now. Still mean spirited and arrogant to a fault. And yet I totally made out with him a few days ago. The way our kiss was cut short and it still leaves me longing for more. It's actually quite embarrassing. I haven't kissed anyone like that in a while now. Eventually, I see it. What the fuck? Hold on, hold on. There we go. Eventually, I seat myself on Nell's couch. It's so hard and uncomfortable to sit on, but it matches the rest of the fancy decoration in the room. I guess Nell prefers to look comfortable. Or as he mentioned, he's not home very much, so he probably won't be sitting down on his couch for a long time either. Nell makes his appearance. Stop looking at me. Nell makes his appearance again, fixing his black hair as he walks over to me. I realize I'm staring at him, so I quickly look away. That black haircut is starting to grow on me. That shit big, girl. He put that shit up. Your couch isn't very comfy, I say jokingly. Nell sits down on the other end of the couch, and I'm a tiny bit disappointed he didn't want to get closer than that to me. You're right, he says with a sigh. It is uncomfortable to sit on. My eyes widen in surprise. He's not giving me some smart ass comment in return. Angela got this for me as a gift for purchasing my first apartment. Oh, so you didn't really get to have a say in it. Neil stretches out his arms across the back of the couch, and I'm hyper aware of how close his hand is near to my shoulder. Had I said anything negative about it, I'd never hear the end of it, so I'm stuck with it. I chuckle. That does sound like Angela to me. She'd talk his ear off, berating him for saying anything bad about the gift she gave him. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Let's get something started in here real quick. Feeling there, and I shift a bit closer to Nell, and I lean. I'm gonna fuck you up, Taser. Piece of shit. Feeling daring, I shift. God damn it. Feeling daring, I shift a bit closer to Nell, and I lean my cheek against the hand that is gripping the edge of the couch, all without breaking eye contact. Nell's eyes narrow, looking at me with an intense gaze, but he doesn't budge. He didn't even flinch this time. His hand feels warm against my cheek. Now we're stuck together. He takes a sharp breath, like he's holding himself back from saying something he doesn't want to. And then I can feel his finger twitch against my skin. He grazes it against my cheek softly and tenderly. He inches it along until his fingertips has nearly reached my lips. The tip of his fingers brush against my lips as soft as a feather. My heart rate speeds up at his touch. The tension in the air is getting stronger. We both know where, where this is leading to. Oh, who the fuck calling? Dude, then Nail's phone ring. He pulls away immediately and curses something under his breath as he pulls the phone from his breast pocket. Excuse me, I have to take this, Dale says, and then walks out of the living room once more. I sit there wondering what could have happened between us just now. On one night, I kind of want a repeat of what happened between us last night when we met. Huh? Yeah. No. Yeah. A text message from my home alerts me, and I check it real fast. It's Angela. She's asking me if I got time to have lunch with her today. In the other room, I can hear Nell talking on his phone as I try to reply to Angela. A few seconds later, and Nell walks back into the living room, slipping his expensive-looking cell phone into his pocket of his vest. I'm going to have to cut this short. My cousin just called me and wishes to see me for something urgent. I blink slowly, raising my eyebrow in surprise. You mean Angela? What other cousin could I possibly be referring to? Nell says with a sigh, the imaginary cousin who doesn't bug me all the time and cause trouble. No, I mean, she just invited me to the lunch. I trail off and show Nell the text message on my phone. This time, it's Nell who has surprise expression on his face. It looks like he can't process, process, blah, process it and shakes his head. Did she now? My phone beeps again. Angela has sent me the details of our meeting place, probably some expensive lunchroom. Although I've read it and it seems like the cafe that I go to quite often, the one next to the hospital, she wants me to meet at the cafe, I say. So Nell sighs. He's definitely not happy about something. That's where she asked me to meet up. I don't know what kind of trouble she's caused and why she's involving you into her business, but we should probably find out what she has gotten herself into. I nod at him. We both leave to the cafe. Neil and I arrive at the cafe. I've been a bit nervous being alone with him. Being alone with Neil all this time. I'm so glad I see Angela sitting at the booth in the back. A nice quiet spot. When she sees us, she waves over at us.
Hmm.
You look like you look a tad nervous. Did anything happen to you on your way here? She asked while inspecting every inch of my skin with her weary eyes. I swallow. No, I'm fine. I'm just concerned about you. Angela turns to look at Nell, who takes a seat at the booth. What did you tell her? Don't scare the poor girl. I sit down next to Nell, making sure to leave enough space between us. Lest I lest I get
Hmm.
anxious again. I did nothing of the sort. How can you tell me what we're doing here and why I had to rush? Yes, Angela, please tell us why you had to ruin a nice moment
Huh.
between me and Nell. Oh, you didn't have to rush, you silly Nell. But I didn't. But I did, however, wanted the both of you together. Angela sips on her cup of coffee. Did you get into a row again with parents since you were drunk? Neil asked. No. Anyways, Angela's mouth shapes into a O and then innocently shakes her head. Why, of course not. Don't think so lowly of me. I was only tipsy at best. Nell gives her a glare and she crosses her arms across her chest. I told you to stop engaging with my parents. They're not going to listen. I start to wonder just how big of a problem alcohol is for Angela. If I had to believe Neil's words, it's because a reoccurring problem. Not like I really understand her family dynamic or what's going on. I feel out of place, like I shouldn't be listening
Hmm.
in. Nara starts to Angela starts to pout. You know, I can't even help myself when they're talking about deciding your fate. Aw, who else is going to have your back if your own cousin doesn't protect you? Aw, arranged marriage. I bet you that's some shit. Damn. I don't need to. I don't need you to be a hero or cause even more trouble, Angela. So please tell. So tell me what happened this time. Well, Angela cast her eyes downward, suddenly being more serious. I may have proposed. Oh shit. Find you a fiance. Neil looks flabbergasted, torn between surprise and embarrassment. She pushes the palm of his hand against his forehead and
Uh-huh.
saying, before I lose myself here, can you please explain why you have come up with such a ridiculous idea? You see, I know they've been trying to work you too much. You simply can't handle the position Marcus has given you. In fact, you don't even want anything to do with the hospital, but it's like they don't care. You're overworked and tired, and it's absolutely too much.
Uh,
Don't go deciding what I can or cannot handle. Nell spits out in anger, cutting off Angela's words. Why am I here again? This is sounding like a family dispute. When I tried to reason with them, Marcus would have none of it. Not until I mentioned that I knew they were looking for a marriage candidate for you, and that I actually had someone in mind. Suddenly, I'm staring. I'm starting to understand the reason why I'm here.
Ooh.
You did not. Nell says in a low voice, narrowing his eyes at Angela. Anticipating the worst, Nell brings his hands to his face. I said I would play matchmaker if they had cut down your hours.
Hmm.
Of course, of course, at first, I tried to bargain for you to be able to leave it up to. Wait a minute. Of course, at first, I tried to bargain for you to be able to up and leave the job, but that seemed to simply piss him off even more. However, Evelyn was intrigued with the idea of marrying off her son. Please don't let it be. Please don't let it be
Hmm.
me. I know They've been looking for a while, so I struck a deal. Nell sinks his face into his hands. Me, son, dear, do you think you would be willing to help out my dim-witted cousin by pretending to be his fiance? Let out a nervous laugh as does Nell. I feel completely out of the element here. Oh my god, she really did mean it. She really did mean me. Nell is sitting next to me, not saying a word. I can only see that the tips of his ears are a nice salmon color. I'm pretty sure my own cheeks are blushing as well, since I have no idea how to answer this question. Me pretend to be Nell's fiance? What kind of TV drama did I step into now? You wouldn't need to do much at all. Just take a few cutesy pictures together, meet Marcus and Evelyn for dinner just once, and everything is set.
God.
And then what? Nell barks at her.
Uh,
Wouldn't they expect us to get married eventually? What possessed you to think this was any way of a good idea? You dribble in madness at this point. Just how drunk were you? Don't be so fussy about the details. You can simply announce you've broken the engagement afterwards. I mean, people are sometimes engaged for years, you know. Nell gestures at me with his hand. You want me to pretend to be in some kind of relationship with someone like her for an entire year? Why are you saying it like that? I take offense to that. I'm not saying you should stick together for an entire year, simply long enough to satisfy your parents and get them off your back. Isn't that what you want, or are you saying you love to being overworked at the job that I don't get a say in this? I pipe in. Nell ignores me. It solves nothing, Angela. Let's pretend for a second here we can fool my parents. They give me less hours to work. And who knows how long this will last. It'll only be for a little while until everything reverts back to normal work hours. Fundamentally, nothing has changed. And the only thing that has changed is that you cooked up some ridiculous scheme that's not worth my time. Well, I was a little tipsy at the time, Angela admits that with a small laugh. Nothing less if it means my cousin can stay in good health and not get sent back to the hospital for overworking himself, then it's worth it. Nell rolls his eyes. Don't be so dramatic. I simply passed out and decided to stay in one of the rooms since I actually have a kind of privilege for being a forester. My health was in no danger. It clicks in my mind that he was talking about the day Angela told me that Nell was in the hospital, and I rushed over to him like an idiot to see how he was doing. So he was actually fine this whole time. So I don't need you worrying about how much I'm working at the hospital. I can handle it. I didn't ask for you to bargain with my parents to strike some kind of deal about finding a fiance. Least of all, why would you involve her of all people? Angela's eyebrows finally lowered, and she looks genuinely upset. Excuse me for worrying about you. You know, it breaks my heart to see you work this much. Your 20s should be spent partying carefree to follow your dreams and passions. You shouldn't be wasting it away in some smelly old hospital among business associates. Well, you know I can't do much about that, he replies. I'm not going to do that. We go kind. Because first of all, it's none of my business. Honestly, we being honest. And why not? Are you being forced to work? I simply asked. Suddenly, the both of them stopped talking and turned to look at me, realizing that I'm actually sitting here. They look at me like I mentioned something that has never crossed their mind. Mind you, I knew it. Now, if I would have said that other thing, they'd be like, "Bitch, are you dumb?" I'm like, "My man, nigga." All right, mind your business. You shouldn't even be here. You have no knowledge of what's going on here. It says now. I'm here because Angela invited me. I say, not backing down. And for some reason, I'm being dragged into this drama of yours. So I have to ask again, why not? No one is forcing you to work. You can just up and quit. Oh, believe me, I've tried, says Angela. I even tried to get him fired, but his parents are dead set on him taking over as CEO. They want the hospital to stay in the family. And you can't say no. I asked. It's not that simple, Nell exasperated. I shrugged my shoulders and why not? Nell can't do it. Answers answers Angela for him. Maybe you can convince him for me. Angela, bite your tongue. There is no need to involve Emilia son in our family issues. And why in the world are we even discussing this at a cafe? We don't need to air out our dirty
Hmm.
laundry. I really want some coffee, Angela says. Got a pretty big hangover from last night. So you were drunk, says Nell accusingly. Let's not change the subject. Nell turns to look back at me, get up, I'm leaving. Simply I stand up on my seat to let him out from the booth. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on anymore. There's just so much information thrown at me, and I feel like I'm too much of a stranger to insert myself into this one. One thing is for sure, though. I'm not going to pretend to be your fiance. I tell. Oh, damn. I'm not going to pretend. Damn. Hold on. Let's go back to that. I tell. He going to cuss you out. Be like, bitch, I never asked. The fuck? He's so petty. I tell him to his face as he passes me by. And a, and an irked expression crosses his nail in the face. I never expected you to be with a voice. I told you. He shakes his head at Angela as he exits the booth. Angela, just stop with the crazy ideas. I'm trying to work out deals with my family. I'm fine. Never finally takes his leave. Home. All right. I sit back down at a loss of words. What do I make of this conversation with crazy ideas? I was hoping he'd say yes. To you, wow. You look too lovely to reject, says Angela. I guess it wasn't worth a shot. I can think of any other ways to get him to stop overworking himself. I take a few minutes to collect my thoughts, and I wonder if I should say anything at all. If I should say anything at all. It's definitely not my place. Nell is right about that at least.
Huh.
Sorry for dragging you into this. Hope it didn't yeah, solely the relationship between you and Nell. I feel myself blush a little. We don't have much of a relationship. I recall the memories of last night that we kissed. No matter how much hard I can try to suppress the thoughts. However, I do see he has a very nice and caring cousin that has his back. I can say with a smile. I'm sure he's happy to have you in his life. You flatter me. You're such a doll. Now why don't we drink up some coffee and catch up? Tell me all about your latest ideas in fashion. Now that is something I can actually talk about. We stay in the cafe for a couple hours. Damn. Discussing fashion trends as well as Angela wanting to have another dress made by her for another formal event. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Angela, but in the back of my mind, I was still wondering about Nell. Mm, 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 Keep tripping. Damn. Let's go for another. I ain't gonna hold you. I wanna fix up the place a little bit. Look oh yeah, wait. I gotta go back. I gotta buy some shit. Mm. Hey, he's next on my list. I ain't gonna hold you. Soon after this one, man. But all right, let's see. Mm. Oh, these kind of ass. My own wallpaper. Let's go with I like those stars. Damn, they want. I do like those stars, but at the same time, that purple nice. Floor. Yeah, I want it all dark though. Furniture. All right, let's see. Nah, we don't need all that. We don't need to do all that. They want too much money. There you go. All right, chapter 18. Let's get it. Ah, damn. After we talk in the cafe, Angela has commissioned me once more for a formal dress. This time, less naked. She said, "I guess it doesn't have to. I guess she doesn't have a date to impress." She invited me to the event as well. Okay. When I questioned her about it, she vaguely mentioned something about going to see the opera with some old farts and have dinner with them. She didn't give me much to go on, aside from the fact that it should be formal evening wear. Since I don't have many opportunities to design and wear a gown myself, I accepted her invitation, even though I have never really been to a opera. I was going to say opera. Lord Jesus. Meeting both Nell and Angela has certainly given me plenty of opportunities to attend formal events where I can show my talents. As I'm sketching out the ideas after closing time, I'm alerted by a knock on my door. Wondering who wondering who would disturb me at this time, I walk over to the entrance and look out the window. My heart skips a beat when I see that it's Nell. I unlock the door and let him in. Good evening. I greet him with my heart thumping louder. It's late. What are you doing here? Nell steps inside. He seems anxious about
Hmm.
something. It seems you don't check your cell phone at all that often, do you? My eyes dart over towards the counter where my phone is. I'm suddenly having ah flashbacks about how my back was pressed against the counter with Neil on top of me, and I'm trying my hardest to fight the burning blush from creeping onto my face. Haven't checked it in a while. Why? Never mind that. I wanted to. He pauses, looking pensive. Discuss something with you. I fidget on the spot. I'm not quite sure what he means with that. I don't think I'm ready to discuss anything really. My emotions are a mess. There's no way I'm going to be able to push him into words. Like what? I asked. It's a bit awkward standing so close to him now, with what feels like a crime scene of evidence behind me is what did.
Hmm.
Ah, I fucked it up. It's gone. There's really no elegant way to put this, but Angela's delusional ideas made me realize it needs to be said. Again, he pauses, and I can feel my heartbeat speed up in anticipation. He better not say no bullshit like, I don't want to be together or I'm gonna fuck him up. Let's We'll let him talk though. He clears his throat, looking clearly uncomfortable. Oh no! Oh, come on, bro. Why? I think we should stop being in contact with one another. What are we doing? My mind goes blank. What the fuck?
Hmm.
It's for the best. This way, Angela won't be pulling you into her weird shenanigans, and I have some peace and quiet as well. So fuck what we had, right? Fuck what we did 3 other days. Oh my nigga. This shit finna get me mad. My mouth drops open, completely and utterly shocked. Did he seriously just say he wants to stop seeing me? Am I being unofficially broken up with? What I say? There's no need to involve yourself anymore. In fact, you can pretend we never met each other at all. Oh, oh, damn! Get the fuck out my shop, man, bro. Hold on, I can take this out finally. Hold on. Are you fucking serious, bro? You're telling me? Oh, you like that? Hey, I'm cussing him out. All right, bet then. Get the fuck out my shop, stranger. Get the fuck on, nigga. Oh, fuck you. Oh, damn. They better get this shit together or I'm gonna fuck somebody up. There's no need to involve yourself anymore. In fact, you can pretend we never met each other at all. Nigga, you know how heartbreaking that is? when a nigga was just like tonguing you down on your counter, same spot. Ain't that some shit? My mouth starts working again after processing the shock, but the words are still hard to get out. Is that what you want? I managed to choke out. Does he really want to stop seeing me like this? His words hurt more than I would have thought. Perhaps I was in too much of a blissful state to realize I was in too deep already. Neil's eyes twitches and I can see him losing his composure. What? Isn't that wait, isn't it what you want as well? Not to have to engage with me ever again? Like where the fuck you get that from? You know what? I knew that shit hurt him. It was when we said, I don't want to pretend to be your fiance. That nigga took that shit to heart. He said, oh really? And fuck this bitch. That's what happened. I look at him while lowering my eyes. I don't know what to think or how to feel. He's right. Huh? I didn't want to have anything to do with him a few months ago. Yeah, a few months ago. But now we want to be in his arms. Like, what are we talking about? I wanted to be done with making him a blazer so I could get on with my life and pretend I never met this immature brat. But this immature brat threw me into a turmoil the night of the ball we kissed. Not once, but twice. And the second time was definitely no accident. I've been avoiding thinking about this deeply since then, but confronting my feelings, confronting Nell seemed like such a whatever I am. A task that scared me, as it meant for facing the unknown. And we gotta do this. He's trying to cut us off. We gotta tell him everything before we fuck. I don't know what I have with Nell, but I don't know why I kissed him or why he kissed me. These questions are burning inside of me. Am I never gonna get that answer? Oh, see, like fears. I could be fears to be like, fine, fuck you, nigga. What? Are you just looking at me? All right, fine. Is that what you want? Then you can leave me alone, man. What? That was my initial reaction. But he tried to accuse me of not liking him. Stop. What you want, bro? What you want, bro? Bro, leave me alone, bro. Anyways, no, it's not. It's not what I wanted at all. Yeah, we gonna be calm. We gotta tell him. Mm-mm. No, it's not what at all. Nell is taken aback by my answer, then gives me a conflicted look, like it doesn't know, like he doesn't know what. Devon, no, nigga, move. All right, bro, get the fuck on. Stop, bro. All right, bro. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, but I'll let you have it. We might as well. You might as well start the stream. No. Mm.
This shit goes crazy. I want to do everything. Like, I want to do everything other than what I have to do.
So you're getting lazy. That's what I'm hearing. Lazy fuck.
Okay, question. Is it really laziness, right? Is it really laziness?
Yes.
Trying,
If you're prolonging something that you don't want to do, you're being lazy about it.
but I'm still doing work though. Am I not?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing other things. I know. The two things. Oh fuck! That black ass nigga just scared me.
You do. You know you heard the door.
No, I just like, bro. Oh, I don't want it.
Why you? Damn! You just said go ahead. Anyway, you just.
say no.
No, I'm saying say yeah. Just say something. You just pointed. Yeah, that shit clean, right?
I feel good enough to know. Yes, Lord. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, weirdo. No, no, no. This nigga just went in our room with a shoe.
Oh, nigga. Oh, my bad. Anyways, I'm live. Get away from me. Get away from me. All right. Miller's is taken back by my answer and then gives me a conflicted look. Like he doesn't know what to do with me, how to respond with a blunt answer. It's like I hit him with a wrecking ball. I take a step closer to him, and you can't lie to me that Devon.
Take two. Like,
You can't lie to me that you can't. Wow, fuck, I'm fucking up. You can't lie to me and say it's what you want as well. My voice is low and steady, even though my heart is beating out of control. Neil jerks back, putting distance between us. Can't you see I'm trying to do you a favor here? Angela, crossed the line, and she has no right to drag you down into our family business. So I'm here cleaning up her mess. You don't need to feel responsible for me. You're. Oh shit! You heard what this nigga said? He said, "You're nothing to me." Bet. Get the fuck out my school. Bet. Get the fuck out my store. I'm not gonna. It's gonna make me cry. I'll take a step back, lowering my head and trying very hard not to let out. Trying hard not to let it get to me. My heart is quickly masked by the anger that wells up inside of me. Fine, I snap back at him, and then leave. And don't you dare come back. The, oh, Lord Jesus. The more bite my words have, the less I feel my heart aching for him. Oh, oh, this nigga pisses me the fuck off. See, it's what you want as well, he says with a nod of his head. Like he was right all along. Bitch, like I only said that because you showing I don't like you. You don't like me. I'm nothing to you. Who the hell would keep going and say, but I love you? Oh, I don't mean that to you. Get the fuck out. Bitch ass nigga. The fuck? It's a the fucking bastard. I angrily point at the door. Leave, I am. Huffs at me in anger. Goodbye. Bye, bitch. I slam the door with his ass too. Then he turns around and leaves the store. Once more, I collapse on the counter, but this time it's for an entirely different reason than last time. I'm angry and I'm hurt. I didn't realize Nell's words would sting so much. Then again, I don't know why I would ever delude myself to thinking Nell cared about me. God, ooh, he a dumbass bitch. He better fix this shit now. Actually, not. I don't know. I don't know what to do, bro. Nell cared about me, even if it was just for a little. He's always looked down on me. Anyway, it doesn't even matter if it was some kind of hero to, if I was some kind of hero to him when he was a little kid. After all, he's not a little kid anymore. He's a grown man making his own decisions in life, and he decided he doesn't want to see me anymore. I checked my phone real quick and noticed I had two messages. One missed call from his his Majesty. Both messages are him asking if we can meet up tonight. My fingers hover over the delete contact button and nah, delete that shit. Delete. Do that shit up. Shit, I don't don't know what to do. Man, delete that shit. And fuck that nigga for real. Fuck that nigga. We gonna fuck with Angela. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to that. We ain't going to that opera. Cause you already know who gonna be there. I'm not going. The next couple of weeks, I drown myself in work. Christmas passes Buying a blink of an eye, even New Year's is something I barely remember celebrating with Sarah. Damn. I do it over time. I sew and stitch whenever I can get the chance. I'm making phone calls here and there to order fabric. I do everything in my power to keep my mind from straying far too away from work. Because nothing good will come out from thinking about now. Man, fuck that nigga. Angela seems to be oblivious, which is good. So she won't bug me about it. At least this whole ordeal left behind is a good friend. I've been working on both of our. Oh, you're still going. Okay. Both of our dresses fit for the opera. What the fuck? Why do I keep saying opera? Opera. Angela's dress is finished, and I needed her to come over to do the final fitting for any alterations. I managed to get Angela's inside a black dress.
Hmm.
Okay, that look nice. I really, this looks fabulous, my dear. Angela coos at me once she sees herself in the mirror. She makes a few flashy poses, trying to look sexy and haughty. I make a few notes to tuck in some bit at the bottom hem, but the dress seems to suit her just fine. I breathe a sigh of relief. My work is paid off. Angela undresses and hands it over to me. I carry it over to my sewing machine and start tacking at the hem. Have you ever been to an opera before? It's nothing fancy, really. People who believe themselves to be important and tend to inflate their egos. Don't let it get to you. I give a small chuckle while I push the fabric along the needle. Then why did you get in the invitation? Well, Angela says, a bit dismissive. I get invitations to loads of events. I have to network where I can, and for you, it's great as well. People might want to know who made this fabulous dress. Lord knows that I've been praising your name from the rooftop since last time. And thank you for that, I say, although I've yet to hook another client such as you. Well, I guess we need to change that, no? Angela winks at me. I'm sure something great will happen. So who is it that invited you? And are they tagging along with us? I asked. Maybe I can snag them as a potential client. Just some old couple, lovely people. Yeah, you know who it is. It's their parents. It's Nell parents. Fuck them niggas. Fuck them and fuck their son. Bitch ass niggas. When they're in a good mood, not so lovey when they're in a bad mood, but it's absolutely no problem that you're coming along. I told them all about you, and they're excited to meet such a wonderful and talented young woman such as yourself. I wanted to see how much Angela told them about me. It's not like it's anything special. I guess we'll see. I give the dress back to Angela once more once I'm finished. She tries, once more. Oh, I fucked that up. Yeah, anyways. The cut of the hem is looking a lot better, and Angela seems pretty stoked at the final result. She takes it off immediately and neatly places it on the counter. There's hold on. All this damn reading. Dazzling. Simply dazzling. All it needs is a nice diamond necklace to finish it off. I back down to prevent myself from making a snappy comment about me not being able to afford something like that unless I work 10 years straight. Sometimes Angela really does seem to live in a whole different world. I wonder how much money she's doing making. Oh, well, she makes doing pottery of all things. All right, I heard about your job. You make pottery. Angela smiles at me. I make all kinds of art. I love to sculpt and get. Oh, hold on. You're fucking. And let my imagination go wild. It's a passion of mine. It's a passion of mine to travel the world and see the many pieces of art that people create. Italy has been my latest escapade. Damn, I'm fucking up. No. Ah. Yeah, after this episode, we might give it a break. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm fucking up too much. It makes me happy to see you doing something you love, then, I say. It reminds me of myself. I moved here to start my own boutique and to create clothes that are happy to wear, that people are happy to wear. I love making clothes as well. I've been doing this Once my grandma passed away, you see, she used to sew me all these girly dresses, and I didn't want to wear them back then. I wanted to play in the mud and get dirty. I didn't want to be girly, so I never wore these dresses. Angela looks at me in a comforting smile on her face, letting me say my piece. It's hard to imagine you as a tomboy, she chuckles. I really was, but after my grandma passed, I was left with these boxes full of dresses she made for me. It made me so sad I cried for the whole week straight on the attic with that box. My mother gifted me the sewing machine my grandma used, and I guess I fell in love with it ever since. That's a lovely memento of your grandmother. I'm sorry you had to say goodbye to her so soon. I smile at her, happy to be revealing my memories of my grandma again. That's okay. She gives me a passion in life. That's great. Life is all about going after your dreams and finding your passion. Angela suddenly looks timid. That's why I'm so concerned about Nell. Oh no, the one subject I wanted to avoid, but it would be rude to tell her not to talk about him. She looks at me with a hopeful eyes. He's stressed at work. It's chaining him down. I know he wants to do something else with his life, but he doesn't want to defy his parents. I conflict. I'm conflicted about wanting to hear more about Nell and wanting to tell Angela to stop talking. You know, he's gotten a bachelor's degree in interior design, yet he doesn't do anything with it. Instead, he's wasting his potential in a family business. It's infuriating, really. Angela takes a deep sigh. Is that why you wanted me to pretend to be his? Is that why you wanted me to pretend to be his? I asked, a bit hesitant. Oh, that, Angela says with a dramatic voice. Actually, his parents have been looking for a fiance for a while. They want him to get into an arranged marriage as they fear he won't get into a relationship on his own and give them the lovely little grandchild they so desperately want. When I told him if they could cut back down on his hours, then he might have time to have a relationship, so I kind of proposed that idea. They really do live in another world to be talking about arranged marriages. I feel so sorry for the person unlucky enough to be a candidate for such a marriage to His Majesty. But don't worry, everything will be all right. I've got plans. Oh, Lord Jesus. Says Angela determined. I wonder what she's scheming now, but decide against asking her. Now let's get the dress back into some plastic so I can carry it back home. All right, about your dress. Have you started on that yet? She asked. I made a few stitches and have got a general idea in my head, but I haven't started the construction yet. She gives me a devious smirk. Pick something dark blue. It'll go lovely with your eyes. You know why she telling me the color? Guess who's gonna pop up in that color? It's fuck that nigga for real. I suddenly remember something I need to ask Angela. About the ticket to the opera, how much is it? Angela shakes her head at me. I invited you over. I can't expect you to pay for your ticket as well. No, don't worry. This is on me. Angela stays with me to discuss more ideas for my dress before she leaves to go home. The date of the date of the opera is in 2 weeks, so I better hurry and finish my dress. I hope I don't run into Nell since I'm hanging out with Angela. Guess you are. You knew this from the start. What are we talking about? Oh shit, let's see what this dress look like. Hey, this shit better be a banger, cause it's my dress. Let's see. Hey, it's alright. It's cool, it's cool. I don't like the gloves, but it is an opera. They do be having the gloves and shit. Okay, okay. And do I have gloves? Shit, I don't. Let's shop for that now real quick. Mm. Oh, I can press it on. Well, wait a minute. Which fucking glove is it? I'm gonna go with this one. Let's make that now real quick. All right, so we're gonna go regular shirt, yard. And then the stars again. And where are the gloves at? So what? How the fuck would we add the gloves to it? See, I knew it was gonna be some bullshit. Wait a minute. Hmm. Is it a type of sleeve? So it is a type of sleeve. So I bought the wrong shit for no fucking reason. Alright, let's see. What am I over here for? Wrong place. Oh, there it is. I didn't have to buy no fuck ass gloves. There we go. Now we can do it. Skirt. And then the gloves. Oh, that's good. There you go. Alright, alright. Now let's see how it look. What they made for us. I ain't gonna hold you. We finna eat. Hold on. Alright. Let me take this jacket off. Oh, this is a shirt. This shit eat. I ain't gonna hold you. We gotta take that fuck ass bracelet off. And then we need to buy her a new purse to match with it. Heels. We'll go with these ones. And then I want it in we'll do white. We'll do white heels. I want to get her a pearl necklace because I know they got that in the shop. So we're gonna do that for her. And then the hair look nice. That updo, do. Let's go back. Oh wait. So we gonna finish that and then we'll go shopping. Oh, let's look at the other hairstyles real quick. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Cause I know they got pearl necklace. I saw the pearls. There we go. Then what else? What else did I want her to wear? Yeah, I wanted oh wait, there it was. So might have to go with the. Was that pearls too? Pervasive with nice. It's either that or a purse. No, we'll match the pearls with pearls. Yeah, we'll do that. And then anything in the hands. No, we don't need that over. All right. All right, let's see. Pearl. Ugh, no. And they gotta be white. Okay. And then necklace. Perfect. Perfect. Look at her. Got it. Now, do we want to go back to the? I think that's the best one. Look at that ponytail, so fucking ass. Yeah, this is the best one that go with it. Look at her. Yeah, we ate. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me check the time. Let me check the time. Let me check. How long we been? That ain't bad. Hold on. That ain't bad at all. Fuck it. We going till 20. We going to episode 20. Nah, I could just. Nah, fuck it. Episode 20. Alright. Chapter 19. Alright. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I'm waiting for Angela to pick me up at my home so that we can attend the opera together and have dinner afterwards with her guest of honor. I'm all dressed up, and I'm a little bit nervous. I've never been to an event like this, and will probably feel out of place, much as I felt out of place at the ball, but I had to stay strong. It's snowing and it's so hard to make out for what's going on in the distance. I can hear a car pull up and see a very fancy looking car on the street. And inside I see Angela, who waves at me, beckoning me to come over and get in. Quickly I make my way over to the passenger side and open the door and make myself comfortable as I slip into the seat. Everything on the inside of it white leather. Ooh. Oh, you already know she tried. I don't know. It's definitely a expensive car. It's very warm too. She probably rocking a Tesla, honestly. You ready to get Are you ready to get bored? Asks Angela with a half-hearted laugh. I simply smile at her. I'm excited and nervous. Don't be. You probably won't even be able to follow what's exactly going on, and dinner won't be that exciting. But enough about that. You look lovely as always. That dress is to die for, perfectly styled as well. I blush a little at the compliment. Angela presses the gas pedal, and we're on our way to the opera house. The lobby is filled with lots of people conversating before the start of the show. Come on, let's get our seats. Angela starts to hurriedly walk towards the gates. I try my best to keep up with her while wearing high heels. We enter the auditorium, which is richly decorated with vintage designs and detailed with gold freckles. Flex. It said flex. No, it didn't say flex. Okay. In the distance with the stage, a large red curtain covers most of it. Tons of people walking along the side of the aisles trying to get to their seats. Angela looks at our ticket to find the right seats, and we make our way through the ocean of chairs. We end up sitting somewhere in the back, or at least the stage is in the middle. I look at the empty seats next to us. So where are your guests of honor? I ask. Fashionably late, and answers Angela. The auditorium gets filled with more and more people as time passes, and it's almost time for the show to start. That's when I hear someone call out for Angela's name from behind us. Angela gets up from her seat and greets the two people with an air kiss. You made it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! It's their parents. God damn! It's an older man and older woman, both dressed impeccably well. They give off this rich impression. The man is very intimidating looking, executing a position of power. The woman is frail and thin, and that's in recap. This the lady that did the fashion show for us and was finna hook us up with more money, but then you already know what happened. Anyways, like she stepped out from a painting. This is the girl I've been telling you about. This is Amiya Sanyushi. The man sticks out his hand and quickly accepts the firm handshake. Marcus, and this is my wife, Evelyn. Those names click something in my head. Those are Nell's parents. I shoot a dirty look at Angela, who gives me an innocent smile. Nice to meet you, I say in a low voice. I immediately take a seat again cross my arms. Angela didn't say anything about Nell's parents, meeting Nell's parents. Please don't let this be a part of some kind of. I'm surprised you're wearing something even remotely resembling modest at this time. Aw, shit. I look up from my seat. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Oh, we gotta deal with this shit. Hey, not gonna lie. Few minutes in, I'm like, oh, Angela, I got an emergency. I'm getting the call. Girl, I gotta go. What? I am not staying there the whole time. It's Nell wearing a dashing tuxedo that makes him look sophisticated, but it's most definitely Nell. Angela says Nell with a low growl after his eyes meet mine. Is something the matter here? It's required. Yes, there is something the matter here. Nell looks at his father, then back at me, and then finally gives Angela the look, deli look. No, everything is peachy fine, he said sarcastically. His father doesn't pick up on it.
Ah.
You must be Nell's. Oh, no. Oh, what the fuck? She still set it up anyways. Oh, what the fuck? I thought she told this nigga no. Ah, shit. All right, here we go. Bullshit. You must be Nell's fiance. It's so nice to meet you, dear. Is she? Ooh, are we gonna go with it? Please don't make that a choice, cause I don't know what I'm gonna choose. It's so nice to meet you, dear. I've heard from Angela that you design your own clothes. Asks Evelyn as she sits down. For a few seconds, I look like a fish out of water with my mouth open and closing at random. I'm pretty sure Angela set me up under the pretense of inviting me to the opera, when in reality it was me letting it. It was she was letting me meet Neil's parents to go through with her ridiculous scheme. And right after Neil said he didn't want to see me anymore, I could kill Angela right. I'm going to school nerves so much after this. No, no, don't make me choose. Ooh, that make me mad. Fuck, 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 fuck. Shit. Why would they make me choose? This is gonna be hard. Cause okay, let's analyze our choices real quick. Hold on. Let's analyze our choices real quick, bro. We go fears. We have to flat out look in their parents' eyes and be like, Angela bullshitting. I'm not the fiance. Fuck your son. Like, that's basically what we gotta do. But on the other hand, we just go along with it. Be like, yeah, I create shit. And then after we have this, I don't want nothing to be awkward. Cause I still want to eat, you know what I mean? After this convo, we be like, oh, we broke up. Easily. Easily say that. So I'm gonna be kind. And I'm gonna go with it. Cause if we expose her now, I feel bad for Angela. I feel bad, but at the same time, bitch did it to herself. But we gonna go kind route. We ain't gonna start no shit. We gonna go with the flow. Why yes I do. Yep, we ain't gonna mention the fiance shit. We just gonna answer closed questions. Yes, why yes I do. This dress was designed by me as well. I answer in the politest voice I can muster up. It looks absolutely stunning on you. Don't you think so too? Aw, shit. He gonna say no. In Illinois, he's being asked for his opinion. Simply continues to stare straight ahead of him and mumbles something in agreement. Don't you give me that kind of don't you give me that kind of attitude, young man, says Evelyn in a sturdy voice. Compliment your date. It's only polite. It's nice to know at least his parents were trying to teach Neil some manners because I can recall the many times it seems he left them at the door. Oh shit. Neil finally acknowledges me. You look nice, he says. I know he's being forced to say this, but those words sting. Yeah, piece of shit. Neil's already made it clear he doesn't want to see me, so hearing fake compliments thrown my way only makes it worse. I want to escape this hell, but I don't want to appear rude to Neil's parents who don't really know what's going on here. It's not their fault Angela is a little conniving little is a conniving little. At most, I'm starting to sound like Nell here. The hell was that? Oh, the show's almost starting. Evelyn claps her hands to get their attention. Now let's all enjoy this evening together. Speak for yourself. There are all sorts of emotions bubbling up inside me, but I'll do my best to stay quiet for as long as I can possible. I just need to get through this and I can leave. A crowd of people rushing into their seats and find the red curtains open up. The auditorium quiets down. You can only hear the shuffling of fabric and footsteps. A lady wearing a very big dress walks up into the stage and stands in front of the orchestra. Then the violins start playing. It sends chills down my spine. It sounds so sad. After a short intro of strings, the rest of the orchestra starts playing, and the woman starts to sing. I'll be honest, I'm only half paying attention to the show. I keep thinking about Nell being here with his parents and how Angela tricked me into coming along. It simply is not something I expected out of Angela. I'm sorely disappointed in her for kicking up something like this. I want to leave as soon as possible. The opera slowly moves along, all while I'm sitting here on the edge, and it's not because of this beautiful performance. Finally, the woman stops singing and the orchestra stops as well. There's an announcement saying they'll be back after a 20-minute break. The crowd starts to leave their seats to grab something to drink or use the bathroom. I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back, Angela says. She speeds right out of here. I'm glaring I'm glaring at her back. She's running away from having to face my wrath, and that's also when I realize I'm left alone with Nell and his parents. Shit. Are you enjoying the show? Asked Evelyn politely. I still have to be polite. I barely was following it. Yes, I am. It's lovely. We can never get Nell to enjoy them, so I'm glad someone his age does. Nell quietly sits up from his seat. I'm getting something to drink as well. Before Nell can leave, Evelyn pulls on her son's hand and looks over to me. Are she going to offer your date something to drink as well? Get on that nigga ass. Yeah. Nell looks at me. I can see he wants to roll his eyes desperately, but he's restraining himself. Would you like to have something to drink? I shake my head no. As soon as Nell gets his answer, he leaves. I'm left alone with his parents, and it's making me feel quite awkward. So, me a sign. Where did you meet Nell? Evelyn is going to ask me things about me and Nell. At least Marcus seems to be staying quiet. I'm at the cafe. I accidentally spilled some coffee on him. Evelyn gives me a small chuckle, the old classic. I'm happy to see that it didn't sour your relationship from the start. I giggle nervously. That's pretty much the opposite of what happened. Me and Nell definitely got off to the wrong foot. What he thinks of me right now, I have no idea. I don't even want to think of Nell at the moment. I kind of wanted to strangle him though, if that counts. Excuse me, I was gonna find the bathroom, I say, so that I have an excuse to escape the questioning of Evelyn. Maybe I can find Angela and berate her for dragging me into this. I get up from my seat and leave the auditorium. There's a bunch of people standing there in line to get drinks or food, but I don't spot Angela or Nell anywhere. When I'm looking around for the bathroom signs, I suddenly feel my hand yanked on. He was like, "Fuck you doing here, bitch? I was your fucking cousin, nigga." I pulled aside against the wall away from the crowd. "What are you doing here?" He hisses at me. I glare at him. "What are you doing here?" I ask back and I free my hand from his. Jerk. Hey, you should have called him a bitch. Bitch. I felt like I needed to add that. You did. You had to sprinkle that in. Our nail is way too close for comfort and it's giving me all too many conflicting feelings. Seeing him in a tuxedo instead of a regular dress shirt and a vest is also throwing me off a loop. I came here with my parents. No one mentioned I was going to be on some kind of date with my fake fiance. Nell sounds completely pissed off. Well, I didn't know either, so stop making it sound like you're accusing me of something. Angela set me up. Nell backs away from me a bit and pauses to think. That angry expression on his face slowly fades into a milder one. I knew it. I always knew she was going to pull you into her shenanigans. He looks at me with fierce eyes. I told you to stay away. Hey, I'm just hey, just because I don't want to see you anymore doesn't mean I have to stop talking to Angela. She's my friend. Or was. I don't know. What she pulled right now definitely isn't acceptable, but you don't need to say but you don't get a say in who I see or don't. I understand I have no control over who you speak to, but perhaps I wasn't clear enough on that day. Nell takes a step closer to me, strapping me with my back against
Hmm.
the wall. If you want to live your life drama free, then stay away from me and my lunatic of a cousin. It will only cause us trouble if you keep sticking around. I get angry in return, having Nell say the same thing to me again. It hurt the first time. Now it's simply infuriating. Nell, you're a enigma. You're an enigma to me. One day you want me around, then hold on, want me around. The other you're chasing me away. You don't even know what you want. What what right do you have in deciding for me? I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions just fine. Well, gee, I didn't realize you liked being around me that much. Perhaps I should sign a photograph of myself. Hey, no, no, no. Stop this shit. I ain't gonna do you talking shit. Perhaps I should sign a photograph of myself and hang it over to keep you satisfied. Maybe frame it and hang it up on your boutique. Ooh. Sarcasm is dripping from his voice. Man, my face flushing red. I'm not saying that. Oh no, we not flushing. What are you saying? No, is mm. I bite down my lip. What am I saying? I don't know myself. This whole nail thing was already complicated enough before we even touched each other's lips. Let alone now when we roped in playing his fake fiance while Nell told me to stay away. I stare at Nell long and hard. I don't know what to say or formulate thoughts. Hey, give me my turn to say something. I'm finna cuss him out. He gazes right back into my eyes, and the murmur of a crowd falls to the background. Right now, we only had eyes for each other. Something deep inside me starts to stir, and I look away from him to curb the feeling. I don't know, but I do know that I don't like it when you go ahead and decide things for me. And no, fuck that nigga. I don't like him no more. I hang my head down and fiddle with my fabric of the gown. Typical. Yeah, he talking too much shit. She trying to be all Philly. Fuck this nigga. Typical. He says with a huff. I should have turned around the moment I saw you sitting down in that seat. You're free to leave. I snap back. Yeah, you're free to leave, bitch. I will leave after the show ends. I'm sure you can come up with a good excuse to skip dinner. She invited you over for dinner as well? Asked Nell, sounding surprised. I didn't know it was going to be your parents, okay? But I'm not going to stick around and play house with you. Not when you I don't know, told me to stay away from you. Finally, sick of discussing this with Nell, I turn around, ready to walk away and find the bathroom. But I'm stopped once more as Nell grabs me by the hand. Wait, he says. What? Fuck you! I saw you defeat him. Look him in his eyes. Now what? My parents, they can't find out. Find what? Find out I'm not really your fiance. I say with a huff. At least you have some amount of brains. Ooh, continue to insult to me. Continue insulting me. My intelligence. I'm walking out of here right now. I warn him. Yeah, nigga. Get that shit in check, nigga. Nails follows, and the expression on his face softens. The hold he has on my hands relax as well. He covers it with the other hand in a reassuring way.
Oh.
My apologies. I'm a little on edge and taking it out on you when I should be taking it out on Angela. I'm a bit speechless with how fast Nell apologized for his mean comment. I didn't expect it, not in a million years. Nell takes a deep breath. I know I told you to stay away from me, and I promise after this you won't hear from me again. However, I'm asking you if you could hold out until after dinner before leaving. I can still salvage things afterwards. I'm not making no bitch ass nigga apologize. Aren't you out of favors here? I already made you that blazer for your watch, I say in an accusing voice. And as I recall, you were the one who wanted to stop seeing me. You can't say that and turn back on your words right now. Have you no regards to anyone's feelings besides your own? You think I like being tugged back and forth? Glare at Neil. I feel like all this pent up anger and hurt towards him right now. You selfish jerk. Yeah. Neil locks. Neil looks shocked, and at the same time, there's guilt written over his face. He drops his. He drops my hand. His eyes are cast down towards the ground. He looks completely drained. My actions are confusing to me as well. I merely wish to have Enza not pull you into any further eccentric plans. I know firsthand how much trouble she can cause. But, but, okay, but it still happened the way I knew it would happen. He sighs deeply. I didn't want to rope you into this. I didn't want you to meet my parents. I didn't wish for any of this to happen. And you came up with the bright idea to simply cut me off from your life. How's that working out for you? I will not back down until Nell realizes I have feelings and he should stop toying with them. Obviously, it backfired. Nell grits his teeth and shifts his eyes away from mine. I'm not going to do anything until you apologize to me. You really pissed me off. Do we really need to do that here? He hisses and looks at his left and right. Hey, you're the one who pushed me against this wall. I paused and against the counter for that matter. Yeah. You need to lock in. Oh. Nell face flushes red, recalling memories from a couple of weeks ago. He takes a step away from me and responds, was it really such a terrible idea? He softly mutters, his face turned away from me. This way I'm still left with some shred of sanity. Being with you manages to turn my life upside down. Oh crap, a tingling sensation enters my heart. Hearing him say that, no, I should be strong. I can't be wooed by Nell here. It was a terrible idea, and I'm still waiting for an apology. Aw, damn. Nell bites down on his lips, his golden eyes glaring at me, but with no ill intentions. He seems conflicted mostly. He starts pausing for a second to clear his throat. Sorry. I can't help but to find Nell's adorable amidst in the chaos. He's being submissive. He's apologizing. I didn't think even I would ever seen the day where Nell would meekly go along with what I asked of him. Since when did he grow a conscience? Now, could you please be my fiance? Other people passing by overheard Nell's words and suddenly start going, oh, he's proposing. Both Nell and I turned red at the misunderstanding. It really did sound like a proposal. Well, don't leave the people hanging Nell's background. What's your answer? I don't know. Maybe I should go and gravel some more. I say nonchalantly. Uh, I'm not graveling. He raises his voice. I'd rather be subjected to Angela's schemes 1,000 times before I will beg you for anything. You're not in a position here to be saying that, though, I point out. I can still easily walk out. I start moving away from the wall. No. Nell awkwardly reaches for my wrist to stop me, misses completely and trips over his own 2 feet. He steadies himself against the wall next to me and breathes in a shaky breath. His eyes are a bit wide and surprised, like he can't believe that just happened. He turned into a bubbling and stumbling fool. I smirk at him, knowing that I've gotten him under his skin. Seems Nell isn't immune to clumsiness. Please, he says through gritted teeth. This is more like it. I can feel my own anger going away with each sound. Fine, I'll do it. He says. I say, I'll pretend to be your fiance for now. Nell looks shocked. Really? He says in a high tone. Nell quickly composes himself. I mean, of course. Will you let me go so I can go to the bathroom? Nell backs away from me. I'll get some drinks for us. Then I'll see you in the auditorium. We finally part ways. All right. All right. We can call it in here. You know what I'm saying? This was a good session right here. I ain't gonna hold you. We got some fire ass scenes. Nigga, fire ass scenes. But what else? So y'all think they gonna be able to keep up that? I ain't gonna hold you. I got confidence. I got confidence they will come back together and it's gonna end happily. Now needs to get his feelings in check. Cause he keep saying some bullshit. You mean nothing to me. What? But you up here like, bro, nigga, lock in and tell her how you really feel before I fuck you up. I'm not finna hold you. All right, y'all. Hold on. Let me back out real quick.